Yo, what's up? What's up? Starting back. I'm gonna be watching Andrew's TikTok invasion. If it happens. It may not even happen. But just getting everything set up between YouTube and Kick.
Is playing right now. You'll be back here in 5 fucking seconds. There ain't nothing on TV except this. Double fiver to grease the wheels left the maniacal games behind. Gary was right. I remember when this show ran butter smooth. The prophecy is coming to light. He beat me to the 100, so here's 20. Well, I appreciate that. Very kind of you. Come on, guys. Let's throw rocks made of money at this grifter. That'll teach me. That'll learn me. Webster 1828, write noun one, conformity to the will of God or to his law. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Careful, Andrew. Mike countergrift for 50 years. GC Mike 13 for 20. Appreciate that. They are flowing in tonight. A fellow named Blaine told me the debate course turned him into a sexual tyrannosaurus. Take my money. I didn't like it anyway. Yeah, you don't need it. It's bad for you. What's up, Andrew? Make any gorilla welds lately, or are you more of a JB welder these days? You know, that's mean, but also true. I do am more of a JB welder these days. For the cause, oh great leader, N1SB, thanks on behalf of all the poors. You're welcome. Their argument is that I'm hypocritical and can't be a true conservative for not marrying white. Oh, come on. It's just nonsense. Dono chats is for men. True. I'll pull up the Dono chat bar in a second, too. My cult membership dues, dear leader. Thank you. Wins Rachel versus Brian Shapiro. End of the month. I got a big one that I'm going to be doing against Owen Schroyer as well. Owen Schroyer, I guess, has a bad case of TDS. So we're going to be debating whether or
Ooh.
not Trump has been a successful president.
Owen Schroyer is
Kind of an uphill
TDS, I
battle for
guess.
me, I guess he says, but I don't think it's going to be. Love the content for John, says Jonathan Pitts. So that'll be 27th, 28th of this month will be Rachel up against Brian Shapiro, and then I'll be going up against Owen Schroyer. A little bit of right on right crime, I guess, eh? Do you have any interest in playing the I Am Jesus Christ game that just came out? I don't. No. Cheaper than Netflix, but worth every penny. True. Here's $20. Appreciate it. Take my money. I will. The invasion was promised to us 3,000 years ago. Yeah. E squared says double backflip flying amber that like button, nerds. Should. Casey Smiley for 10. Appreciate that. Showing our toddler Star Wars for the first time. She was very upset. The rebel scum blew up the Death Star. Yeah, it's awful. It was pretty terrible when they did that.
Like
Pretty
the Womp
terrible.
Rats back
Are you
home.
seriously still defending Trump? Yes, I seriously am still defending Trump. Don't worry, you can go there and be like, Jews are bad. You just go there and do that. It's fine. You're good. You'll feel better about yourself. How dare you? This is cutting into my number 4 Enfield and K31 funds. Gosh. Terrible. What a great night for an invasion. Great night for an invasion. What was your favorite puzzle in Resident Evil Requiem? They weren't really any good puzzles in that game. Getting charismated in Orthodox Church this Pascha. Glory to God. Excellent. Jake Rattlesnake answering Shapiro's boxing challenge, and Shapiro running is hilarious. His victories are yours, Sith Lord. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Thank you for what you do, big man. Griff. I'll tell you a story too.
Oh, that would be
Ryan
amazing.
Shapiro decided that he was going to regale me in DMs.
Do it.
Because he was trying to set up a boxing match with me for Lord knows what reason. And you know me, I can't help myself. I have to mess with Brian a little bit. I was kind of poking him a little bit in the DMs, prodding him a little bit. So he decided to regale me with pictures of him in hot tubs. He's like, look at me in this hot tub with all these beautiful women. I'd way rather be at home on a Friday night, debating like you, Andrew. Look at this. So I was like, wait a second. Some of those chicks look familiar. And he says, yeah, they're all OF models. This guy's Brian Shapiro. On a Friday night, he's hanging out with a bunch of hookers in a hot tub. And he's going to own me with the pictures, baby. Going to own me with the fucking pictures. Honky Tonk Hitman for 10. I appreciate it. No, I'm serious. You can't make it up. Brian Shapiro's idea of a good weekend is hanging out with hookers in a hot tub. The only way I was able to recognize it, he sent me a pic of one, and I was like, wait a second, I've seen this chick online before. Like, where have I seen this chick before? Well, she was a famous teacher who decided to go into OnlyFans, like full time. And I was like, where have I seen? I know I've seen this chick. Maybe it was just like somebody was trying to set up a debate, or I can't remember. But yeah, he was like, yeah, they're all OnlyFans girls.
It's not something you
Do I
want to
need a
brag
Rumble
about.
Premium with my website membership?
Sounds like a
to watch
destiny
past videos
brag.
on the website without ads. I don't know. Ask Mr. E. Don't be fooled. Mr. E is AI. He's not real. L's for Mr. E for not being real. N1SB to the crew. Howdy, brother. Me and the wife will see you in July. See you in the July DPG thing. You fucking believe that shit? Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Paying my dues? Appreciate it. It ain't a party until you get a communicable disease like herpes. I guess not. I guess it ain't. Let's see where we're at here. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Did we already crack? Oh, we already cracked it.
That's what you get.
Just like that.
That's what you get.
Already cracked that shit like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. If you were really grifting, you tell us to hit the like button. Here's your modesty. I appreciate that. Brian Shapiro calling prostitutes OF models tells you everything you need to know about his ideology. True. Brian has to pay for OF company. Your following pays to hang out with you. That's the funniest shit ever, man. Funniest thing I've ever heard. Anyway. You know what time it is, boys and girls. We cracked the goal, and we cracked it quick. I guess I should have asked for more.
It's on you. On you.
Stand by for a broadcast from the Federal Network.
Stand by.
Greetings to the allies and members of the Inquisition. The invasion of TikTok has gone from a series of skirmishes to a full-scale war. Currently, our forces are engaged across enemy lines on all fronts and are decimating the resistance. From every corner of the internet, our legend grows as our battle readiness is feared and our abilities are unmatched. This great and noble conquest of the TikTok heathens and disgusting degenerates must continue until total victory is achieved. In order to advance our goal of a foothold, the Federation has authorized the dispatch of our special forces. This team of specially trained and highly motivated internet blood sports debaters are referred to as the Brute Advancement Special Division Entry and Demolition Force, or BASED for short. Our based units are already engaging in protocols to remove opposition forces through the use of superior rhetoric and debate skills. Skilled in humiliation and verbal martial arts, these crack units have already begun engaging and are winning victory after victory. We must give no ground. We must not allow the enemy to stop us from gaining a foothold in their territory. The invasion will only become more difficult as we begin the live streams on their home turf and bring the battle to TikTok directly. Empowered by an incredible victory against the Dillahunty atheist lunatics, our special division based has already begun the IRL conquests. Outnumbered and outgunned, our forces held their ground against lunatic after lunatic in an unbreaking wall of epic triumph. Remember our creed, not one step back, never, not ever. We will fight, and we will win.
You gotta love it. Okay, it's just fun. What do you want me to say? I just like doing shit like that. No reason for it at all. I just think it's fucking fun. All right, let's get to the invasion, boys. Nice to see everybody here for this special edition of TikTok Invasion this fine Friday evening. I'll get to the dono chats here in a little bit. Keep sending them in. Make sure that you do. Let's see what's going on out there. Operative Moon sending in TikTok lunatics for us to tangle with.
If we do have evidence for them, they are no longer supernatural things. It's kind of like 1,000 years ago, people thought lightning was magic from the sky or the gods were angry and stuff like that.
Okay, I don't care about that.
Really?
Like, the only
Is that
reason
what people
why I
thought?
tried to rage bait him so hard there at the end was because he essentially said that they were asking for it, which is just hilarious. Like, that he, that he would actually say that. Like, it's so crazy that, like, MAGA members have become so crazy that, like, you can sit there and the next person up into the box, Joe.
Good evening. Thanks for having me up.
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Awesome. And which claim would you like to debate?
Trump is playing with World War III.
Okay, yeah. So tell me why you think that's not true.
Well, who would the Axis be?
What do you mean? Like,
well,
like
in the
what is the
in the previous world wars, there was Allies and then there was Axis, right? World War II, you had an Axis that would be Japan, Italy, Germany. Who would the Axis be here exactly for World War III?
So I think it would inevitably, in this case, it would be Trump's doing, or then I guess in this case you could say the U.S. So whenever you refer to like the world wars, like World War I and World War II, obviously, like we can both agree to the fact that it was the Yahtzee regime that caused that to happen, right?
No.
At that time, then Yahtzee.
That's not what happened.
Then...
But that aside, they were involved for sure. The Germans were a key part of that war. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They're a key part of World War I too. But who would the Axis be for World War III? You say that Trump's playing with World War, but against who? Like who's lining up against the United States? Who's the Axis going to be?
Yeah, so it's not necessarily anybody lining up against the U.S. It's more or less the U.S. lining up against multiple different feuds at once. So we've gone into Venezuela. And
well, that's not a world war, though,
while also bombing Venezuela. No, I'm getting to that.
Okay.
So also he's in Iran in an active war that we were not involved in.
Mm-hmm.
Israel brought us into that war, which obviously caused for us to be in a great.
It's not even true. They've been asking for us
to
do something about it for 30 years.
Back Iran, along with North Korea.
Actually, more than that. Since like 79.
Actually,
So you think
told
that there
Iran
will
that if they
be
wanted, they would give them
Since before
nuclear
Andrew
power
was
to
alive,
bomb
they've been trying to
Israel,
get us to get
and said
involved
that
in the
one
war.
ballistic missile would wipe out all of Israel.
okay? So you're saying that
So
the
that
axis would
alone is
be
showing that like they are
So who's the
showing that they
axis going to
are
be? Is one of my
actually.
question. Who's the axis? Is it going to be China and Russia and North Korea and Iran against the Western powers? Is that how you think that would play out?
I mean, most likely, I think what we're going to see in that as well is also the fact that Trump has also threatened members of NATO as well. And since NATO has not involved themselves in the war with Iran, when the peace deal says an attack against one is an attack against all, that is signaling that NATO is not willing to help the U.S. because of claims.
Well, then how would that be a world
Trump.
war? That would be the opposite of a world war.
Because
the world war requires the world to be at war.
Because also, like Denmark, you know, Denmark owns Greenland, correct? So Trump has also talked about invading Greenland. So if you keep like attacking all of these different countries at once,
you think that Trump's going to attack Greenland?
That all of these. Do I think Trump's going?
Yeah, you think he's going to attack Greenland, dude? Come on.
I mean, potentially no, but he has said he's going to, and we have to take the president of the United States seriously.
So how come China's not over in the Straits of
liberty.
Hormuz with, their battleships assisting Iran or Iran in their war with the United States? How come Russia is getting pounded by Ukraine? They can't even breach the Donbass region, right? What do you think these people are going to do exactly? What do you think Russia's going to do? They can't even take out Ukraine.
Yeah, so I don't.
They can't even breach the Donbass region of Ukraine. What do you think they're going to do to the U.S.?
Yeah, so once again, boots on the soil isn't like the fear of World War III; it's nuclear warfare. And I mean, obviously,
everybody
Russia has
gets
one of the largest nuclear
case.
programs in the world. I believe they actually have the largest nuclear program in the world, if I'm not mistaken.
So,
and it's irrelevant that they're losing to Ukraine. The claim is that he's playing with World War III. I don't see where the fact that they're not a strong country isn't relevant. This is just the start of a lot of things that's potentially unfolding in front of Trump's eyes that he's trying to mitigate. And honestly, in my theory, I think this whole war was a big thing to try to extract from the Epstein
you haven't
files.
shown me how
But
this is
that's not
playing with World War
what you're
III,
up here
though.
to debate.
Yeah, I'm up here to debate how
so
this
I'm
is playing
giving
with
you
World War III.
evidence stating the fact that there's multiple countries that he has already made angry that are supposed to be our closest allies. If you're going to attack Greenland, then NATO is required by that point to actually attack the U.S. because an attack on one is an attack against all. And since Trump has pissed off a vast majority of NATO by saying that he actually wants to break up NATO because he doesn't think that they're useful to us, that's going to spark a massive conflict, not only with NATO, but also the other countries that Trump has made.
So you think that the
China's
Europeans,
the world police,
about
and
you think that the
gonna
Western
do something?
Europeans are going to go to war with the United States?
The
I was going to say, we're literally the world
Europeans are going to go to war with the United States, or you can't be serious.
I think potentially. I mean, I think there's enough backing it that like that potentially.
No, that's not.
Now, how? Like, play it out for me. How would NATO? What you think that NATO nations are going to get together and attack the United States? The United States is the biggest funder of NATO.
Exactly.
The
and
biggest
protector.
funder. NATO exists as a containment for Russia.
Pull us out of NATO.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
pull us out of NATO. Sure, absolutely.
Not even necessarily Russia. There was a fear at that point when NATO was formed, and I don't exactly remember the year that NATO was formed, but it was the fear of Russia bringing back the Soviet Union, which is what a lot of people fear with the Ukraine war.
It's for Russia
That's why we're
containment.
backing Ukraine as much as
Russia
we are, even though they're
containment,
not a member of.
Yes, it's for Russian containment.
NATO.
That's the whole point of NATO. Russian containment.
Yeah, they're trying to isolate Russia from being able to move forward, which is why Trump pulls out the funding that he wants to pull out of Ukraine, that would allow Russia to move forward and would essentially put other European countries at danger, because clearly Russia.
Well, then it sounds like the Europeans need our help.
Isn't even respecting NATO.
Sounds like they need our help.
Like,
why would they go to war with us when they need our
tanks.
help? Why would they go to war with us when you just got done saying they need our help?
No, they don't need our help for Russia.
Then why do
but
you
I'm just
care if we
saying
pull
that
out then?
if we pull out of Ukraine,
Yeah.
because I think it's ridiculous to put what our quote unquote allies are in danger of being able to actually be invaded. It's just once again showing that Trump does not care about our alliance
Wait
with
a second.
NATO.
Hang on. They don't need our help on the one hand, and now you're saying that we shouldn't pull out because they do need our help? Which is it? Do they need our help or do they not need our help?
So I don't think they need our help, but I think once
okay.
again that
So then
since
why
they
should
are
we-
our
why-
allies, it is
yeah.
our due diligence to help them. Because an attack against one is an attack against
What do
all.
you mean? Ukraine's an official ally of the United States, you think?
No, Ukraine is not an official ally.
Then
of
what
the
are you
United
talking
States.
about?
We are not
Then
required
what
to
are you
defend
talking
them.
about?
But the reason why we are supporting Ukraine is because it borders other countries of NATO, and we don't want it to get to a point where we're going to spark a war with
So
Russia.
Ukraine needs our help.
I don't think that they necessarily need the
Then
U.S.
why
to
do
help,
you care if we
because
pull out
they've
support
put
from
up
them?
quite the fight.
They put up quite the fight with all of our equipment and
Yes,
training
with our equipment
and our special
Are
forces
you
on the
referring to
ground.
pulling everything out? Are you referring to everything out? Like
Yeah, and
like
if we
everything,
just stopped if we stopped funding
not
Ukraine.
pulling. Oh, if we stopped funding Ukraine, Ukraine would probably fall in.
Okay, so then they do need our help.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so then the Western
See,
powers
I
need our
misunderstood
help.
what you said.
So the Western powers actually do need our help.
I mean, I think Ukraine needs our help. As far as NATO goes, I don't think NATO needs our help.
Then why wouldn't the Ukraine
think NATO's
why wouldn't
strong enough.
Ukraine just rely on NATO then to protect them and not the US?
Because they're not a part of NATO.
Yeah, so what? The NATO nations, if the NATO nations are trying to contain Russia, then they're going to help Ukraine regardless,
Yeah,
right?
sure. So there are
So
other
then why do they
countries
need
that
us?
are supplying Ukraine.
So
we
then
are
what do they
just the
need us
biggest
for?
contributor.
Yeah, so what do they need us for?
Because
then?
we are the biggest contributor. 'Cause we
Okay,
are
so
the
what you're
biggest
saying
contributor.
is that NATO does need our help because they're not able to equip Ukraine then.
Those two things don't align.
They don't? That's really weird.
I think
it
I
sounds
think,
like they align.
I think if say hypothetically Russia was to invade Poland tomorrow, Russia would get fucking throttled as long as there was no nuclear warfare involved. Like disregarding the US getting involved. I think all of the other NATO countries could take on Russia with ease because as like small as as Ukraine is and as much as like they've put up a fight, regardless of it being like US arms, because before even then like we showed
just
that Ukraine
said
was
that
actually,
Russia
if anything, giving a
had the
lot
biggest
more
nuclear
pushback.
arsenal. If
Lily,
all of
thank
the
you for the
Western
heart.
nations come
Yeah,
after them,
I
they
still
would
don't, I don't
hit the
understand the
nuke
position
button.
then. So what's the problem if we pull out
Are you insane?
from Ukraine, who's not our ally?
So it's not a matter of like it's a problem. It's just a matter of I don't support that decision due to the fact that it would be hurting our allies. I think we should help our
Which
You
allies.
saw a
allies?
CNN
Ukraine's not our
interview,
ally.
basically. Okay, gotcha.
NATO.
Gotcha.
It would help NATO be able to.
Oh, so the NATO
rest assured
does
that
need
they're
our
not going to
help.
be
Soy
invaded
milk
by
diet
Russia.
and a
You're saying that NATO
CNN
needs our
skit.
help then.
To a degree in
Okay.
which that yes we are.
So
allies with
how
them.
in the world would
we
they
should
end
all
up?
be reliant on each other.
So these people who rely on the United States for intervention and money and weapons and everything else, like Western Eastern Europe do, they're not going to go to war with us because they need us, right? As seen in Ukraine, because if we pull out, by your own admission, the Ukrainians are going to get decimated, even though they're surrounded by NATO nations, and it's in their interest to protect Ukraine. That's really an interesting position you have there.
Yeah, so the reason why I think NATO would fight us is due to the fact that, once again, as I said before, Trump has already discussed like going over and invading Greenland, which is a member of NATO.
And what do you think?
Denmark is a
Let's
member
pretend he
of
did.
NATO, but
Let's
Denmark owns
pretend.
Greenland.
Hang on. Let's just play hypothetical for a second. Let's pretend Trump sends in the United States Marine Corps to Greenland and takes it over in 2 days. Right? What do you think NATO is going to do about that exactly? Do you think that they're going to send their Navy in? Do you think that they're going to declare war? The Western European power is going to declare war against the United States?
Yeah, so once again, as I said prior, an attack against one is an attack against all. It doesn't matter if it's a member of NATO or not. An attack against one is an attack against all. So all NATO countries would be required to go and help fight.
Yeah, they wouldn't though.
With Denmark.
Do you think that
they
would? Do you think that that
They
Western
absolutely
European
wouldn't.
countries that NATO?
Why then?
Can
If
you
that's
just
the
explain
case,
the
why is
logistics?
America
How are they
and
going
the
to get
police
to
of the
Greenland
world
again to fight
for all this
against the
time?
United States when we close it off with our massive navy? What are they going to do about it? What do you think that the Western Europeans are going to do about it?
Whether or not they would win or not. See, you're talking about like the U.S.
Do you think that they're prepared to go to war with a country they can't win against?
It has.
Like, what do you mean?
It has nothing to do. Well, yes, because that's how
people don't go to war with countries they cannot defeat.
That's what diplomacy is. It doesn't matter if you think the U.S. is going to win or not. In all reality, I don't think the U.S. would win that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the US would be
explain the
very
logistics
highly
of how
harmed.
how would they stop us? How would they take back
Yeah, so
Greenland?
so
Explain
military
it.
bases we have. So
He's
military
backpedaling.
bases we have in other countries that are
Which protect
members of
them.
NATO would get disintegrated.
Yeah,
Would get
those
disintegrated due to
protect
the fact
those
that we are no
countries.
longer allies with them.
Yeah, but
They would
our
get
hang on,
destroyed,
dude. Hang on.
and
Our
then we
bases
would
in those
continue to
countries
move
protect
forward.
those
We wouldn't
nations.
immediately go to Greenland. They wouldn't immediately go straight to Greenland. They would attack the U.S. where it hurts,
Where?
causing us to spend more of our military
Where?
funding and our.
Where are they going to attack U.S. bases?
What do you mean where?
In Europe? You think they're going to attack us in Europe? They're going to attack U.S. bases in Europe?
They're going to take them over and destroy them.
Oh, they are. Estonia is going to take over a U.S. base, are they?
You're bringing up like one case. I mean, like we can talk about the other bases in other countries.
Okay, let's talk
like
about them.
The United Kingdom.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. The United Kingdom is going to side with NATO against the United States over Greenland and join their war effort.
No, they're
and
not.
what navy do you think that the British are
I don't
going
see
to
that
use
happening.
in order to secure this
I'm
great
not talking
victory?
about the Navy. I'm not even talking about.
You're not talking about the
Navy
thing
as
that
of
they
right
would
now.
need in order to conduct this war.
I mean, eventually, obviously, yes, they would need the Navy to go over to Greenland. But I don't think that's what these countries are going to like plan. They want to attack the U.S. financially and take away like one of their biggest powers, which is the fact that we have multiple military bases all across.
They
the
need
world.
us for trade, dude,
I
not
think
the
they
other
would
way
start with
around.
that.
We secure their trade routes. U.S. secures the trade routes of the world with our massive navy. They need us. We don't need them. What do you mean?
You don't think we need NATO?
No, of course not.
No,
we never needed
absolutely
NATO.
Then
not.
why would we agree to form NATO?
We agreed to a containment.
Why did the U.S.
Hang
form
on,
NATO?
hang
in
on.
the
This
first
is
place?
a red herring. It has nothing to do with anything. Regardless of why we,
That's not a red herring.
Regardless of
It
why
is a
we
red
agreed
herring.
to it. Right now, what do we need them for? Can you explain what we need NATO for? What do we need them for?
As of right now, what we need NATO for is for the safety of our eastern side to ensure that Russia isn't going to form the Soviet Union once again. Also, there are other trades that we do with those countries that does benefit us in other ways. Well, yes, we benefit them.
We could hang on. We could secure all of that. Hang on. We could secure all of that without funding NATO.
Oil.
We could secure all of that without funding NATO. We could still assist
How?
with Russian containment without NATO. Why do you need NATO to assist with Russian containment again?
Because Russia won't try to form the Soviet Union if there's countries all surrounded around them.
Those countries will still be surrounded around them. They'll still be NATO.
Because it would
Why
trigger
would
World
we
War
need
III.
to be
It
there,
would
though?
literally trigger World War III.
I don't get it.
Literally
Listen to
trigger
what I'm
World
saying
War
to you.
III if Russia was
Can
to
you
attack
still
a single one of
support
the NATO countries.
Russian containment efforts without being a part of NATO? Yes or no?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then why would there be a requirement
all the way on the western?
Yeah, so then why do we need to be a part of NATO to assist? So then why would we need to be a part of NATO to assist with Russian containment if we can
NATO was trying to get
because it would be
Ukraine to
because
join.
it would be foolish to think that
or
the
Ukraine
US
was
could
trying to
actually
join
assist
NATO.
them in that way.
Why not?
Whenever they're
And yet they're in a war.
Statement
why?
saying that like NATO, because NATO's required because that's the only thing that Russia has like been stumped for.
What?
Like in the idea of not invading places like Poland.
Okay, if it's in the U.S. interest to secure Russia, hang on, if it's in U.S. interest to contain Russia, then we would just assist with Russian containment. We would never need to be a part of NATO at all. It would not even be necessary at all.
Okay,
exactly.
So,
And we wouldn't
let
have
me
to do
give
the
you a
one
scenario.
police.
Unless you're
and
saying
we
that
wouldn't have
NATO
to do
needs
the
our money.
funder of
Unless you're
NATO.
saying NATO needs our money.
We could
No.
just charge
So-
Oh, they
companies.
don't. Okay, great.
So
Being the
what
police.
I'm well, I mean, obviously, yes, they need our money.
Oh,
but
they
that's
do
not
need
what
our
I'm
money.
getting
Oh,
at.
they need our
the
money.
Western
Okay.
powers that are
I
going to
mean-
go to war against us need our money. That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
Bummer. I was having fun with that dummy too. Having a lot of fun with that.
You made him look stupid on his own TikTok.
Bummer. Oh, yes, they need our money. No, they don't need our money. Yeah, they need it. No, they don't need it. Ukraine needs our help. No, they don't need our help. Fucking dummies. These fucking TikTok liberals are so stupid. They're so fucking
It's not
stupid.
just the TikTok liberals. It's all the liberals.
We need to be a part of NATO. Why? Because we don't need to be a part of NATO. Why? Because we do need to be a part of NATO. Why? Because we don't. Crazy. All right, let's see what else is out there.
In a
boys.
broad stroke and thinking that everyone in a religion is the same. Do you know how many different
Mm-hmm. Hey everybody, let's please power tap to 120K. That's supposedly really the sweet spot, Sav.
Is she going through a is she going through a hardship? If
Look at the men defending the women.
Hold on. I
See
don't
the men
wish-
defending the women.
Hold on, calm down. I don't wish your mother a hardship. When I heard your voice crack, it sounds like she may be going through something, and and I don't think I hope all's well with her. That's all I'm saying.
Are you black?
I heard her voice.
Oh, he's
crack.
black. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me about my mama, because we can.
I wasn't going to tell you about your mother. I was
You
just
are
saying-
black though, okay? Because I can ask you about your father, but
Hold
that'd
on.
be an interesting conversation.
No, I just hope she's well.
No, I know. I can ask you about your father.
I would like
This is
to.
weird.
I would like to
Damn,
introduce the rest of the panel, Rich. Rich, I need to introduce the rest of the panel.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. I know you want to hit him hard, but just hold on, okay? All right.
Dad, he's black.
Who the fuck is he? He's a bear ass.
Fred, you know not to do that. CEO, can I get your age, state, and who you voted for?
Yeah, 42, Ohio. I voted Trump.
Okay, hold on. Fred, can I get your age, state, and who you voted for?
15 Kansas Trump.
Okay. King, can I get your age, state, and who you voted for?
I'm 54 and I voted for Kamala and Joe to get the fuck out of here.
So you voted for Trump?
Hell yeah.
I voted for them to get out of here.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that part.
Okay. All right. So we have 4 Trump supporters up here. So here's my thing, guys. Okay. This is my thing. All I ask is that you don't over talk each other, don't interject. And if you can't do that, then go on mute. So that way you don't have to do that. Okay. I also ask that you use TikTok friendly language. My mod up here, I don't know why, Rich, I don't know why you're not a mod, by the way, but you should have been. So I'm gonna change that here in a second. So my 2 mods are gonna be Detective and Rich up here for now.
Listen, my teeth made
So
somebody
let's do that. Lewis, if you're
Oh well, sorry.
if you're down there, if you're free to come up, you can come up. Either way, I just need to make sure that we're somewhat evenly spaced. So we have 4 MAGA on the panel, y'all. So let's do this. All right. So TikTok friendly language. TikTok friendly language.
I got one demand. Please, can everybody use common sense? That's just all I need.
I'm here. So I just wanted to ask
Hold on, CEO. Hold on. The reason I dropped you, King, is because you don't demand shit on my panel. I'm the host. It's my live. I run it the way I want. Okay? You don't tell me what to do. All right. Okay.
King was big pretty this way.
I'm very much entitled to do what I want when I'm the host. And again, like I said, I can have good conversation, but what you're not going to do is try to demand something out of me. When this is
you're a goddamn entitled fucking bitch.
Okay, fine, I can be that. Bye. You're not going to hurt my feelings by calling me a bitch. I'm just going to be honest. You're not hurting anybody's feelings up here. All right? And you thought that was going to hurt my feelings after 23 years plus 20 years as an Army dependent, raised up as an Army brat?
That's kind of why I jumped up here. I'm not sure. I think it was Rich that was saying it. That was kind of putting women down like that. I kind of asked him. If
No,
he
it was
had,
me.
That was done.
Okay.
That was
That
done.
was me. Sorry, my bad. My apologies.
That's your fellow MAGA. That's your fellow MAGA.
But why do we have
just a curious question. Dun, you got a mama?
I told you I did.
Okay. You got any children?
No.
I thought so. You got a wife?
No, I would never engage. I don't believe in slavery.
Yeah, that's why you're.
Why are you guys trying to force your lifestyles on us?
I'm not trying to force my
why are
lifestyle
we
on anyone?
But you are though, like because you're cucked, and you want to force that family. You married guys are the most cucked out men on the face of the earth. Okay, why is it that we have to like women?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Why don't we have the right
Do you like penis?
to basically treat women the same way that we treat men?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you
because I believe in equality, and I think women should be treated equally to men.
There is not a scenario where you could ever in your life say you believe in equality after the shit that you just said. And I'm explaining.
Yeah, I am, because you're defending women. Women can defend themselves. They don't need a white knight like you to defend them.
Defending women.
That's a problem. You're not even a woman, but you're acting like one.
Stop talking for a second.
No, this isn't your live. Like, stop cucking for women, bro.
I'm just.
This is my problem, bro. Like, you're the issue in society. Women would have no power today if it wasn't for people like you.
Okay, you done?
No, I'm not.
Go ahead then.
Go ahead and cuck for a woman. And all this cucking and supporting women, what has it gotten you? What has it gotten your society? Has it gotten you lower divorce rates? No. Has it gotten you better relationships with each other? No. Has it gotten more women to support your conservative cause? No. Stupid, bro.
Hey, are you done,
bro? Hey, black dude at the top. I'm not talking to you. I'm sure you got a liquor store to rob tonight or something like that.
I'll weigh in, but go ahead, CEO.
He'll weigh in.
I was just curious.
One way more than others.
Done. You done?
Cuck for these women, bro.
First of all, listen. Let me be very, very clear here. I'm not doing such of that type of sort.
Defending women.
But let me explain something to you. When I was little, you know who I feared?
You talking about
God,
back in the 40s?
And I feared my mother.
You talking back in the 40s?
Do you hear what I'm saying to you? And for every man that
dude is talking back in the 40s when he was little.
You got to have some self-control.
When leave it.
All right, that was kind of funny, but we'll move on to the next one. That was funny though. It was.
I feel like some scientists, they study things we really shouldn't even give two fucks about.
Oh.
And I'm really like what's a good one? Like, I got a brain for it. I can't even think. This damn broccoli. Like, man, why are you talking about this shit? I don't know, broccoli. My fault. Oh, dude, I'm flying right now.
I bet you are. You sound like you're flying.
Yeah.
Lay down, Roxy. No, Joe, you can't come up. You want to know why you can't come up? You already know. That's why you're like.
That is crazy, man. Hey, yo, I am rolling, bro. That's crazy. That fucking look down and said, oh my God. Bro, don't get mad at me, dog. Get mad at the host. Why can't, don't ask the host that. Don't ask the host that. Don't ask the host, bro. Yo. Y'all are hilarious.
Why can't he come up, X?
Don't ask me. They asking you. Don't ask me. I ain't got no problem. This is your love.
They won't let poor Joe up. Joe's just minding his own business. They won't let him up. Joe wants to hang out with the cool kids too. Joe wants to chill with the cool people.
Damn. I hit that a little bit too hard.
Come on, let Joe up.
What's up? How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 40.
Okay.
I just want to know why Joe can't go up.
Yeah, you're not gonna be up here either because you rice skinned.
Oh my God. Hey, look. The host, bro. The host is not going for it tonight. The host is not going for it tonight, bro.
Joe, bro, you definitely no. It's a definite no go for you, Joe. And Max, hell no.
Oh my God. I am crying. I'm really crying. Like,
Why can't Joe come up? Well,
oh man.
sorry, Joe.
Damn.
He is not having it.
This is hilarious.
I got a bad feeling.
Super Gremlin.
He left. What the fuck?
That is crazy.
Justinino, whatever the fuck your name is. You ain't coming up here either.
Oh man. It's not about control, guys. There's nothing I can do. I would have let y'all up, but I can't. Gabby.
I gotta sneeze.
Hello.
How you doing, Gabby?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay.
Wait, do we know Gabby?
I don't think you know me.
Gotcha.
I just saw this and I thought it'd be interesting to talk about control.
Pew, 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 pew. Can't say the G word. I say you can't say the G word.
Y'all YC people never
Yeah, you can't say the P. Hey, bro, put free Joe. Free Joe.
Hashtag free Joe. Free Joe.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God. It's okay, Gabby. It's okay. I didn't realize. Nah, it's good, Gabby, man. It's good.
Free Joe.
Okay. So for all context, right? I'm gonna break it down to what happened. Why certain we'll break it down to y'all what happened. There was a couple people before in this live that came up here. These people had a certain skin tone that is very, very lighter than mine. Every time they will come up here, they will say horrendous stuff and very harsh stuff to the point where TikTok will have to cut off the hostess live. So the host put her foot down and said, if you are YT, can't come up here.
Why is everybody saying free Joe?
Because you told Joe he couldn't come up here because he's YT.
Yeah, because he can't.
So that's why they saying free Joe.
Well, hell, look at all the YT people trying to come up in a damn box. You got Jordan, you got Joe.
Joe's not allowed in Gotham.
Joe said my word, I won't do that. Hey, free Joe, bro. Free Joe, yo.
Free Joe.
Hey, that's the new slogan for now on. Free Joe.
Free
Yeah,
Joe.
spam that in the comments, everybody. Free Joe. Free Joe. My boy Locke, man. Keep your head up, bro. Yo, Scouts honor, I won't. Hey, look, I ain't got
That's not
Free
happening.
Joe. Free Joe. Free Joe. I'm Joe, by the way. That's my avatar is Joe, for those of you in the dark.
Joe, you got one chance, my God. And if you fuck it.
That's why, you know what I'm saying, it's going on like that.
Never mind.
Oh, man, Joe. Let's clap it up for Joe, everybody.
Yay, Joe. Hey, I appreciate
Clap
you.
it up with Joe. What's up, Joe?
How you guys doing tonight? I swear I won't cause any trouble on your panel. I never do.
Yeah, man, you seem like a cool dude anyway, man.
Yeah. I wanted to get into women's rights.
All right.
Yeah, so is my position that they basically don't have any, that women's rights come from men, essentially?
Here we go.
Feel about that host.
Wait, repeat that again. My ADD was kicking in.
That women's rights come from men?
I'm
sorry.
I wouldn't really say it comes from men. Do you have an issue with women's rights or anyone's rights?
I just don't think anybody has any rights, and I think they're figments of your imagination, and that women who think they have rights are just appealing to men's force for their rights.
See, why are you pulling that YT behavior, bro?
What do you mean? What does that have to do with color at all?
Listen, YouTube or white?
It's just
It's a universal
with color at all.
Because she's clearly a
what?
white girl.
It's just I can't. Your voice is throwing me off.
What? Free Joe. Free Joe.
Hey, yo, Joe, salute you, my G. Hey, man, keep your head up, brother. Word up, man. You know what I'm saying, man? It's hard out here in these trenches, man. But on the real, I'm going to keep it a band. I'm going to keep it so honest. And I'm BLK. So my word bond, y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? My word bond. I ain't got no problem with nothing. I'm telling you, earlier in the live, man, a lot of white people was coming up here fucking up the live. So you gotta really turn to people and talk to people, get their head, man, for real. Want to come up here and talk about the topic or whatever, y'all can, but I'm just saying.
I don't even fucking understand what this guy is saying.
It sounds like it's
don't
a
even
black
know what he's
only.
saying.
A black only invade TikTok.
Oh my God.
Free Joe. Let Joe come back,
This
man.
fart that I'm about to let on my ass.
Besides her.
It's on this feed.
Because she's whiter than me.
See what I'm saying? That right there. Madman account. This is why YTs can't come up here. 'Cause I know you YT. I know you YT. This is exactly why behavior like that is why YTs can't come up here.
Jordan, are you YT?
I'm Mexican.
Oh, nope, gotta go.
Just go up there and be like, shit, man, I ain't no fucking YT, man. Just be like, shit, man. Just pretend that you're not. How are they gonna know? Just pretend you're not. How are they gonna know?
I was trying to get back here.
Okay. Now, somebody by the name of Wave something.
Wave Andre. Hey, yo,
Andre.
We might as well move on, Andrew. You're peeing up a rope.
Snowflake.
Fuck this.
Fuck the snowflake.
You're making it worse.
I'm not making it.
Well, it was entertaining for a second. For a couple of minutes, it was entertaining. Okay, but now it's not.
Put that nigga up there. What's premise one, motherfucker?
I'm
for
dead.
real.
What did I walk into there?
Here several times, but I'm 53. I voted for Kamala, ex-Republican, voted Republican for 26 years. And I now live in Lima, Peru. I left the country on the night of his inauguration. But so first of all, Lewis.
Hold on, Samantha. We got to get to Howard, and then we're going to come back to you. We got to get to Howard. Okay, Howard, can we please get your age, state, and who you voted for? Howard, are you still with us? Okay, he's probably on pause. We'll come back. Go ahead, Samantha.
So, hey, Auntie, are you good?
Yeah.
All right. Lewis, moderator. Lewis, I'm from the streets. So if I join a panel and I hear my name spoken 4 times in a row, I'm going to pipe in. I don't expect to be dropped down because they're talking about me, and I'm going to pipe in. If that's a problem, block me from Auntie T now. I am not ever going to hop on the platform with my microphone off and hear my name spoken 4 times, and then I pipe the fuck in and dropped. Now, back to the MAGA on MAGA crime. If I see any of you two disrespecting a woman, I don't give a fuck what your political affiliation is. There's going to be a problem. And so I'm sitting here listening to this, and I'm like, so you mean to tell me these 2 motherfuckers who voted for Donald Trump are sitting there having a one-on-one battle on who disrespects women the most? That shit's crazy to me. You already know where you stand. You hate women.
Yeah,
You
but
hate women.
Bro, that's just dumb. He's all by himself on this one, I think.
Why do I have to be forced to love women?
Why do you have to be forced not to?
I mean,
because I as a man, number one, there's several reasons. There's several logical reasons not to like women.
Well, let us know what they are.
It's because you're just not an attractive man. That's why.
Excuse me. First off, the benefits that they receive in society are a little extreme.
So you're jealous they give birth?
First off, that's all they do. Women are like
That's
tire
all they
irons.
do? Have you ever did
women
that?
are like, okay, let me explain.
Wait a
Women
second,
are
sir.
like-
Hold on.
Women
Hold
are
on one
like
second.
tire irons.
Sir, 1 second.
They
1
only serve
Have you
one
ever,
purpose.
Sir, have you ever seen
gosh.
birth being given?
No.
Then why the fuck are you talking about it? I have twice.
Clemente,
So what does that have to do with what I'm
he's
saying?
single with no
What does
children.
that have to do with what I'm saying?
Do you think that you can push
Okay,
out
women are like a
6
tire
pounds?
iron, bro. They're only. If a tire iron came up to you and said, "I want to be a,"
If you want for me to be able to speak quickly, execute Order 33. Send in the roses. And as soon as the roses flood in, they'll be like, Joe, what do you need, Joe? Watch. Every time.
I said that because they have one purpose. A tire
And can
iron
you
has
do that
one
purpose?
in
But hold on,
life.
wait a second, sir.
Okay.
Can you do that? Can you fulfill that one
Absolutely
purpose of
not.
women?
Absolutely
Then
not.
why the fuck are you talking about it?
But the thing is this:
There we
they
go.
can give
No,
birth.
no, no,
It's
no.
the
I asked you a
problem.
There we go. Look at the coins going. Look at the fucking coins rolling, boys. Oh, they'll freak out about it. It works every time. This has never failed once. It's never failed.
To lawyer offices saying that women should stay in the birth business.
My
okay?
sister is a lawyer. What are you talking
listen,
about?
I'm not a man. I'm not trying to get
Wait
into
a
the
second,
birth
sir.
business
Wait a
here,
second,
okay?
sir. Sir,
You're not a
pivoting to
man.
lawyer. Both
Yeah,
of my
why are
sisters are
tire
lawyers.
irons
It
trying
actually
to be lawyers?
sounds like
Wait a
it.
second, sir. Hold up. Slow the fuck down. I got 3 sisters. One is a head nurse and 2 are lawyers.
Okay,
So now,
how
what
much
was this
birth have
about
they
women?
given? They're not
And you're
doing
the
what they're
4th
supposed to be
sister, it
doing in
sounds like.
life.
Lakeisha has 3 kids. Danielle has
Okay,
2,
well then she need
and
to be
Monica
worried
has
about them
3.
3 kids. Lakeisha, come on, bro.
So they should.
Don't make
wait
it
a second,
easy
so
for me here.
wait
Lakeisha's
a
her
second.
name.
Wait a
Only
second,
3
sir.
kids.
Sir,
Don't make it easy for me here.
Sir, shut your mouth. Lakeisha, hold on. Wait a second. Lakeisha lives in New Orleans, and she's a lawyer.
Can she
She has
swim?
3 kids, and her income is over
Let me
6
guess. One of the
figures.
kids' name is Katrina.
Actually, is my name Junior because I'm the second.
All right.
Okay. And that's
Hold on.
wait a
Hold
second.
on,
Hold
please.
up.
Hold on. This is a moderator. Hold on. Because there's over talking going on, and I'm trying to follow the conversation. You guys are over talking each other. I did not drop anybody.
I didn't either.
But you need to, one at a time.
Is this where they get to me because they see the dollars going up?
And not follow the
It always works, man. I guarantee you it's going to work. It always works.
same time. Nobody can understand you. So please, one at a time.
Correct. Thank you. So
Joe.
with that, hold on. Let me do this. Hold on now. Hold on.
Joe.
Okay, because we've given enough attention to this at this point. Hold on. Red. Oh God, Log, you had like a really bad background. I don't know what's going on. You good?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good now?
Hey, Auntie T, Auntie T, before we go, I just wanted to thank MAGA for this red smoked ground beef hamburger.
Your wife bought that for you. Your wife bought that for you.
That MAGA paid for the tax cuts for the wealthy individuals here in America. I just like to thank y'all for this beautiful smoked meat.
That's why you a man cooking food. Your woman should be.
Okay.
Woman should be cooking that.
Done. Stay on mute. Rich, go on mute. Okay, Red, can I please get your age, date, and who you voted for? I wanted a woman up here.
Yes, I voted for the prosecutor. I did not vote for the child rapist. I was raised right. And I'm 50 and I live in Texas. My question that
What
I
a
have
dumb bimbo.
is listening to the vile words that are coming about this small peen energy man here on the panel.
Oh,
are
you
we
said that-
trying to convert him because
What's wrong with having a small
I'm
penis?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not. Thank you so much. Are we trying to convince him to like women?
No. This is all intel on top of, eye-opening, because a lot of people don't seem to realize that people like Dun exist.
Oh no,
These
I'm
women
aware.
are always like this.
Oh, I'm
Never
very much
fails.
aware.
But why can't we
It never
exist?
fails.
I was just
Dun,
wondering.
I'm talking to you right now. Go back
What
on mute
happened
and
to all
stay
the
on mute.
pretty,
Okay, all right.
feminine,
I'm sorry.
conservative
Excuse me,
women
sir. You can
that
keep
know
your
how to
little
treat a
penis
man?
inside your pants. Give me a moment. Thank you.
Your thing,
I was
Shaniqua.
just. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Little micro.
I got it.
We're done. Dun, you're done. You're done.
I was
Because
just wondering.
You could stay on mute. Go ahead.
You
Red,
done?
what you got?
Because I when I come in, right, it was very triggering because of the current climate that we're in, of what is literally happening to women and little girls across this country, right? So
Racking it
I
up,
think
boys.
that
They'll get to me.
it definitely
every
is important
time.
to know who,
They always do it every time.
but I believe that we should see their faces.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
He sounds like he has assaulted women before, or even children. Because for someone to refer to women
What makes
in
you
such
think
a
that
vile way,
I should
we
be able
need
to see
their
him?
faces.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's important.
Let
if
me
introduce.
introduce.
We have to see what he
Wait,
looks
red,
like.
red. Hey, I got to introduce the other two. I got to
Okay,
get
gotcha.
to them.
Clearly, she's
All
a
right?
bimbo.
But I
Wow.
wanted a female up here, another female up here, so that way, because as we are talking about women and how MAGA hate women, I at least wanted another female up here. So give me a second. Let me
MAGA
introduce the
doesn't
rest of
hate
these
women.
people that are up
It's out
here.
of the
Joe,
ones that
age,
are
state, and
whores.
who you voted for.
Yeah, I'm 42. I voted for Trump. I'm in Texas.
Okay, hold on. Log, age, state, who you voted for.
Yeah, I'm 42, and I'm from Texas, and I voted for Trump too.
Okay, Avarius, age, state, who you voted for.
Yeah,
I'm
I voted for Trump.
I'm Alaskan. I voted for Trump.
Can you repeat yourself? Your fellow MAGA person down there interrupted you.
Yeah, no problem. I voted for Trump too.
What? I didn't ask you, Log. I was talking to Avarius.
Who I voted for? Which one did you miss?
Can you please just restate age, state, who you voted for right quick?
Yeah, 40, Alaska.
Yeah, I voted for Donald Trump.
So because you couldn't continue, that was Log that was cutting you off, who's voted for Trump as well, and he kept cutting you off. I don't appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and drop him because he couldn't contain himself. So again, done, you're
You
done.
give them just a
'cause you couldn't
smidgen of
follow
power
some
and they abuse it
simple
every time.
ass rules.
Every single time.
So,
I'm gonna drop him.
Max,
I'm gonna drop
age,
him.
state, and who you voted for.
820, Kansas, Donald Trump. Thanks.
All right. So this is how my panel works. I don't do over talking well, and I don't do interjection. So when you're talking, nobody else should be speaking. Nobody else should be cutting you off. Everybody should be able to land their plane. If you cannot control yourself, stay on mute. If you can't follow those, then drop. That's how I do. Okay. The other thing that I ask is that you just use TikTok friendly language. My mods up here are Detective, Rich, and Lewis. All right. So now with that, Joe, tell me why you hate women.
Oh, don't you think that's a bit of a straw man to just start with the presupposition that I hate women?
No, I want to know. Tell me why you hate women.
Well, I hate one right now
It's
because
been
she's being
proven.
rude and straw manning me. But usually I'm pretty respectful.
I'm giving you. I'm being very
Yo.
respectful.
The prompt is MAGA hate women.
Yeah, but that's
You,
an affirmative
CEO
statement.
Joe,
Don't make it true.
Joe, CEO, Avarice, excuse me if I mispronounced that, and Max, all four of you have voted for Trump, MAGA men.
Yes.
Therefore, MAGA hates women. That is the topic. If that is a problem, please have a good night.
Okay, I'll engage in the topic.
Thank you.
I don't like
Why
women.
does MAGA
I'll tell you
does MAGA
why.
hate
I'll
women?
tell you why. I don't like women because they presuppose answers to questions in their TikTok lives, and I think that's BS.
Oh shoot!
All right, I'm gonna chime in here.
Am I allowed to make a statement at some point?
So are you just gonna overtalk me, dude?
Sorry. Hold on, CEO. As soon as Detective finishes, then you can go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So the question is, MAGA hates women.
A terrible fucking accent. Terrible.
If I say all white men cannot have licenses, do I oppress you out of love?
Don't understand the question, sir.
Do you oppress somebody out of love? Do you make it hard for them to be free, to have the same civil liberties, to have the same convenience that you have? Do you do that out of love by not letting them have those freedoms?
Possibly. Depends on what for.
So oppression is a form of love, is what you're saying.
Well, it depends. It can be. For instance,
No, it doesn't.
If you put somebody in prison for their own good, are you doing that out of hatred?
So then what you're saying is you would put somebody in prison to protect all of the others
And themselves.
And themselves.
and themselves.
Yes.
So how come they don't have the self-restraint to do it themselves? Why do they
I don't
have
know.
to
You'd have to
ask
ask
them.
them, but that's
Exactly.
not what the point of the question was, sir. The question was asking me
These people are
if it's all,
stupid.
if oppression's always not love, and that's just clearly not the case, is it?
Okay, so throughout history, tell me one time people have been oppressed and it was out of love.
Right now in prisons across this great land, you'll see people who go in. We're not putting them there because we hate them. We're putting them there to reform them because we love them.
I have a question.
Yes.
Wow.
Big wow.
I have a question. So prison, people are put in prison because they have committed a crime. So what crime?
Well,
have
sometimes,
women-
but sometimes
I'm
not.
sorry. I'm sorry. You can't answer if I'm not finished speaking.
Okay,
Right.
no problem.
Okay. So I would like to know, what crime have the women committed to where they deserve to be locked up?
Well, nobody asked or said that we need to lock up women for being women. He asked if any forms of oppression can be done out of love, and I gave you an example of one, ma'am.
But you are locking someone because they have committed a crime.
Well, that's not always
right?
the case. No.
No,
For
no.
instance,
Okay.
yeah, for instance, a person could have mental illness. They're not committing no crime, but you're locking them away from their own good.
We said prison. We said prison, not a sane asylum.
Well,
Right?
some of those
We're
asylums
not
is just
speaking-
like prisons. It's the same thing. You're pressing
Well,
what
no,
they
no,
want.
no. We definitely, you definitely mentioned we're talking about prison, right?
Well, we're talking about
So-
oppression.
Okay. And you feel that you would oppress women because you love them.
Nobody said anything about that. I was giving an example of how oppression can be used out of love. I don't know why a straw man in my position, man.
Because it's not making any sense.
What
This is
what did I
hilarious.
say?
Miss Auntie.
What did I
Auntie T,
say
can I
that
jump
made
in
no
here?
sense?
CEO. Hold on, Joe.
All
CEO.
due fairness, Red. All due fairness, Red. CEO wants to go after the section.
Pretty confident we got ratted on. But that's okay. It's still fucking hilarious.
Here, I mean, the gentleman below me, Joe, he's you know, he's making points, and you guys really aren't really like, I mean, you're not really engaging with what he's saying. Like, he's answering the questions as you guys asked. He didn't propose any of this. So
Well,
it's
and
kinda
I also I feel like the I just feel like the presuppositions, I feel they're just kind of icky too.
it's just, it's kind of like, I mean, I understand the mindset in which you guys are proposing some of these questions, but I mean, the gentleman has answered all of your questions. He's not coming in a place of hate as I see it. It's just, it kind of sounds like he's giving you the answers that you don't want to hear, and you really don't know how to respond to that.
Okay, touche. Okay, so here we go.
Savior, aren't you?
So here we go.
I'm trying to figure out
Considering
why he's begging. They're begging right now.
Considering
and, like,
that-
can you, like, stop with the ad homs, like the lady keeps adding these ad homs, and I feel like that's unfair for everybody.
These ad homs are making me feel very insecure and very uncomfortable.
Gentlemen. Gentlemen. We don't give two flying fucks about what you feel like. So let's go to facts.
That's the point.
Here we go with the facts.
That's the point.
Here we go.
That's the point.
Republican YT males have proposed to lower the age of consent to 12 years old. That way they can have children with girls in their prime.
No,
In
they
what
haven't.
shape, form, or fashion is that love?
What was the bill called for the proposition, sir?
Yeah, because that's bullshit.
I can look that up for you.
Please
do so. That's total
You
bullshit.
talking about the one in Tennessee?
Or the one in South Dakota.
I think there was a couple of them for that.
There's a few of them. One in Florida, matter of fact.
Yeah. Tennessee dropped one in like 2021, 2022, something like that.
So the
yeah.
bill-
Yeah.
I would just like to clarify, Lewis.
Calm down. Let people respond.
This bill is HR 5140 in the 119th Congress to lower the age of consent to 14.
Guarantee this.
So
this was the House. This was the House, right? This is that. Make it clear. This is
Well,
the House on
now,
federal.
hang on just a
No,
second,
no,
sir.
no, hold on,
Okay.
hold on.
Okay. No problem.
Before you jump into it,
Well,
if you
well,
don't
we
have
was having the back and forth. though.
hold on. If you don't
I'm
have
just a
substance,
bill.
hold on.
and
Hold on.
only
If
a
you don't
bill.
have if you don't have substantive information to provide right now,
I
if
do.
you weigh in on it, it looks like you're just arguing a point. Okay, well, go ahead. What do you
Yeah,
got?
well, I have the bill in front of me. That's why I asked what he was referencing. Now,
I
he
get
said that
you.
it's lowering the age of consent, but it's actually lowering the age in which an individual may be tried as an adult for certain criminal offenses in the District of Columbia up to 14 years of age. I think he just told us a fib.
So,
Negative.
Monty T, will you hold Lewis accountable for that? Because he just
No,
he
no,
just
no,
did
no,
that.
no. Because here's the thing: you're missing exactly what Lewis is saying, and this is something that me and Free are trying to get across y'all's brains. This is what we're trying to get across y'all's brains. Okay, so at the age of 14, if a child can be held at the age of 14 as an adult, tried as an adult, what does that mean?
That they can be tried as an adult for criminal acts,
Doesn't
ma'am.
that mean they can be tried as an adult?
That has
Can
nothing
also-
to do with
they
the
can
age of
also
Nothing to
consent.
do with
they
the
can
age of
also be
consent.
given
You
Yes.
dumb
consent.
bitch.
Oh, they
It
can't.
goes hand in hand.
No, they
if you
can't.
know law, then you know that you can't just be held on one side of it. It goes through. You take the whole thing.
No, ma'am. I'll
You take the
explain. For instance, if
Yes,
you're
you do.
21,
No, I don't know.
ma'am, if you're 21 years old, you can buy alcohol. If you're 18, you can go to prison, but you still can't buy alcohol. There's some things you can consent to, and other things you can't consent to.
Negative.
So no,
I feel like that's
this
right.
is the
I feel that
opposite.
I
makes
This
feel like you need to go
well,
get some
I
facts,
thought
Max.
when I
feel like
thought when
you
I
can't
was
chime
talking,
in.
nobody was supposed
Wait,
to
so you're
interrupt.
saying that
I
you
was
feel
in the
like you
middle of
can't
this.
have
Now
alcohol
just,
at 21 and cigarettes at 18, Lewis?
but I was in the middle of stop speaking.
What was-
Why did you cut me off? I was almost done. I
What
was
was that,
almost I was almost
Bryce?
I was almost done.
I
Why,
said
why did you cut me
you
off?
feel like you can't buy cigarettes at 18 and alcohol at 21, Lewis?
Do I feel like you can't buy? What? Do I feel like what?
Saying that you can vote at 18.
You know where you got this one?
You can't buy alcohol at
Doesn't have the
21.
price on
You're
it.
not contending with it.
Yeah, there is no. That's law is not about the age of consent. You lied, sir. Lied.
No. Okay.
You told big
No,
fib.
I did not.
You told
Because-
big
no.
old fibbo.
Let me know when you're finished, Grandpa.
Yeah, well, let me try to finish then. I'm reading the bill right now. It doesn't have nothing to do with the age of consent. It doesn't say that if you're prosecuted at 14
we'll go
years
with that
old
one.
for a
Have
crime,
you, is
that
this your
means
first time reading the bill?
that
Is this your first time
means
reading the
anything
bill?
about
Is this
consent.
your first? Hold on. Is this your first time reading the bill?
Sure. What's wrong with that?
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Can
We've
you
been reading
tell?
this bill
Can
for
you tell
weeks.
me?
Oh my God.
Can you tell me
Oh
what?
my God.
I thought you weren't supposed to cut me off till I was
so
finished.
what you're saying is that somebody brought up something
All
for
right,
you
Lewis.
to discuss. Hold on,
Lewis.
everybody.
I thought
So
I was
what-
allowed
what
to
he
finish.
Lewis,
told us-
Rich, I want Lewis to go ahead and point out where it talks about consent.
Please.
Goodness gracious.
Lewis
And
has the bill.
In this bill, it is literally talking about the age of consent, not only
Where?
just for.
Where it doesn't say it
Let me
nowhere.
know when you're. Let me know when you're finished, Joe.
Okay, go ahead. But I want you to actually point out where it talks about the age of consent. 'Cause
Okay,
it
I'll
don't.
wait.
Go ahead.
I'll wait.
Go ahead.
You motherfucker read the bill in 3 minutes, y'all.
In 3 minutes, right?
I feel like it don't say that.
It don't say that. You
I
lie.
feel like.
Can you show us
feel
where
like-
where it says that? Show us.
Shut
where.
up. Shut
Get rid
up.
of him.
Shut up.
Get rid of him.
Shut up.
If you cannot hold your tongue for 5 seconds, so if you cannot hold your tongue for 5 seconds, so that way somebody can respond to you, then you're gone. I'm done with this. Y'all treat them like they are, because that's what they've been doing.
Oh, you got fucking wrecked. Wrecked.
For a bill,
Wrecked.
the minimum age to be tried as an adult to 14, you are now saying that a 14-year-old
This is
is,
such liars.
in fact,
What a bunch of liars.
well, of age.
What? What?
What a piece
What?
of crap.
You
liar.
just kicked Joe out because you want to cover up your lie.
Yeah, totally. 100%. 100%.
He dropped on his own.
I didn't even drop Joe. So what
No,
the
I
hell
dropped
are
him.
you
I
talking about?
dropped him. But here's the thing.
He even admitted it because you guys were hiding. You guys ran from Joe.
What? Y'all are not listening, and I'm literally reading
You
it,
ran
and
from
here you
Joe.
are. I didn't drop Joe.
So advice. Hold on. Hold on.
You running from Joe. Joe is
Hold
cooking
on.
you guys.
No, Joe is not cooking. Joe is part of your little group that you came in with that you gave 25 to
What are you
kind of go
talking
on
about?
the man speech.
I don't follow Joe. I was
Apparently, you all
doing
do.
this. I'm not doing the immature bullshit. We're talking about why MAGA hate women right now. That's what we're talking about.
It doesn't. They lied through their teeth and they got caught, boys and girls. Lied and got caught. Fucking
That's
bastards.
what they do.
Panel.
That's what they do.
It's what I feel
Leftist
like.
lie.
It's what
Part of
actually is fucking happening.
I've tried to explain this several times and been cut off several times.
I know. So can you please finish your point? And then what I would like to do is go ahead, and I see that there's a whole bunch of people in my damn queue. If I'm gonna try to keep it to MAGA specific.
Lied through his teeth because you didn't think I would look. Didn't think I would check. These fuckers. These fucking fuckers.
As far as the 4 boxes below. So
Bunch
'cause I
of
do want
deceitful
I'm
liars.
gonna have my one drink this evening. Woman, bring me one drink, please.
has happened to us. Considering that 412 women were arrested since Roe v. Wade was overturned. How about we've been bleeding out in ER parking lots? How about we've been, let's see here, what else?
Yeah, what
there's
else?
so much. How about they're testing water plants because of miscarriages that are going into the toilet, and so because it ends up in the water plant, you know, where the water waste goes to, and now they're testing that as well. How about the fact that they put in a law that says they now want us to go ahead and have like a toilet seat cover, and it's gonna catch our miscarriage, basically. There's kits that they want us to drop the miscarriage in and then hand over biohazard material to a place to dispose of. Or, you know, I'm just wondering. So I'm trying to figure this out because not only that, we also have the age of consent being lowered, as stated
Where?
by Lewis. We also
No,
have
what?
bills where in state
The age of consent's not being lowered. He showed us a bill where the opposite is the case. What is he talking about?
where they voted against this bill. I'm also trying to figure out why we still have child marriages that are still happening.
We don't.
Bye. Thank you for telling me that you weren't mature enough to sit there for 5 seconds and just listen as the host. So
Just
again, I'm
lying.
not doing that.
Just like lying through their teeth. They just telling you a bunch of lies.
Conversation and a civil conversation.
Liberals law.
That's why.
The accent was really bad. Okay, I get it. The accent was bad. I'll take the L.
Wait, then I'm sorry. This might not be the best place for you. Just go
So
be
can I-
honest.
Can I clear this
So
up since
finish
everybody
out
in
your
here,
thing, Lewis. Please do.
since everybody clearly followed Joe off in here and isn't listening? HR 5141 lowers the age of consent from 16 to 14.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Classify anybody in that age bracket not only for criminal offenses but for the age of marriage.
No, we
now
can't.
you can say that this individual who is now 14 can legally
No, it literally doesn't say anything about that. He's just lying his ass off.
That's not what the bill says. You're reading it wrong, bro.
what the purpose of the bill is. And the fact that
It's
y'all
lying.
don't understand lowering the age of consent for a legal status also does so in the age.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Can you show it, Lewis? Can you show it?
What is this guy talking about?
Yes.
Thank you.
This guy's out of his fucking mind.
Just show where it says it in the bill, mainly. But yeah, go ahead.
It doesn't say that in the bill.
With that, while he finds that,
He's a
I'm just gonna go one by one, guys. Okay.
That's what it is.
We're just gonna do one by one. Zach,
Just fucking crazy. What is he? What
He's
are they
his
talking
mama's
about?
fourth
no,
daughter.
no, you're done for the night. Because what the fuck?
Yeah, I see.
So again,
Oh yeah. Well, thank you
U.S.
for bringing the drink.
history. Can I get your age, state, and who you voted
Mystery
for?
brought me the drink instead.
Yeah, I'm 63. I was born in Ohio, and I voted for Trump.
Okay. Nighthawk, can I get your age,
Yeah,
state, and who you
crazy
voted
lies
for?
from these people.
Yeah, I'm 29. I'm from Virginia.
Literally crazy fucking lies, dude.
Can I get your age, state, and who you voted for?
Yeah, I'm 45 and I'm from Michigan and I voted for Trump.
Okay. Supra, can I get your age, state, and who you voted for?
27, Texas, Trump.
Okay. So I'm going to expand Lewis so Lewis can show where you can read it, where it states it in the bill.
Okay. Let's see. Read it, Lewis.
It says striking 16 years of age and inserting 14 years of age.
Yeah, but that doesn't say consent. That says the age at which they can be tried as a criminal.
The entire thing is over age of consent.
No, that's incorrect.
540 to lower
not.
the age to which a minor may be tried as an adult for certain criminal offenses in the District of Columbia to 14.
Is this guy stupid?
Exactly.
Are you
Why
stupid?
are you,
Criminal
but why are
offenses.
why are you saying that it says something
You're
it doesn't
saying
say?
it.
You're even
You're reading
showing
it and then
Literally-
saying
okay,
it's
let me
something
find
else.
it in the bill.
You're
You
extrapolating and
dumbass.
assuming that that's
No,
what
it
they're
is not,
doing
it is
it
not
for.
an assumption.
I need you to be that
It is an
specific. I need you to
assumption.
be that specific. I don't do over talking well. I don't do over talking well. Rachel, like MAGA that's in here. This is not, I do civil fucking conversation, meaning that you guys don't over talk each other.
What a fucking idiot. These people are fucking idiots.
Will allow you to land your plane because I will not let them disrespect you, nor will I allow you to disrespect them. I give you the same amount of respect as I would ask you to show me. So please.
You haven't let anyone finish yet.
See how that happened? See how that happened? Again, I don't mind having conversation, but again,
I don't want to interrupt the live. So instead of taking a grift break, let's just do the grift break live. Send in the fucking cash now so we don't have to interrupt the stream. I don't want to interrupt the stream.
I have no problem doing it. All I ask is that you let him land and not have three people arguing at once. Because nobody can understand you when three people are talking at once.
I'm just gonna put this up. So
there's another one.
So, Lewis, please bring it up so that way we can end this portion at least.
He's not going to find it because it doesn't say that anywhere.
he just read you what it said.
Come on, Lewis. Come on, Lewis. Where is it?
He's
Lewis?
his
Where
mama's
does it say that, Lewis?
fourth daughter,
Where does it
don't you
say
know?
it, Lewis? Where does it say it? Huh? Where does it say it,
I
Louis?
do want to say that I don't believe that this is just a Democrat or Republican issue. And I say that because I am from California. While the age of consent is 18, you can marry as a child as long as your parents give you permission. So I believe this is an American problem, not just a MAGA, pushing agenda issue.
Can't find it.
I just want to say that also that this is a problem with our country, period.
Where is it, Lewis?
You realize age of consent is a lot lower in most of the world than it is in America, right?
I don't care. I'm concerned about little girls here in our country.
Well, but don't say it's an American problem if it's not specific to America. That's not correct.
It is because we live in America and we are Americans, and we should not be marrying children.
You live in the communist country
Okay,
of
that's
California.
fair, but don't say it's an America problem when it's much worse in most of the rest of the world.
Ma'am, I will say what I said. It is America. I am an American.
Well, you're incorrect. You're incorrect.
I don't really give a shit. I am an American.
You
So
don't
in
care if you're
my
wrong?
opinion, you're not going to tell me what not to say.
She's a strong,
I
independent
said
black
it is a
woman.
problem that we're having in this country.
I thought that TikTok was against misinformation. And
What is it? I'm sorry. What is it?
Spreading
What
information. You're
is it that I said that was incorrect?
You said child marriage is a uniquely American problem.
I did not say the word uniquely. I am specifically speaking about America. If that hurts your feelings, ma'am, I do apologize.
You're the
that
one
your feelings
operating
are
off
hurt.
of feelings. I'm helping you out with actual
No,
facts.
I didn't ask you for a goddamn thing. I know that. I didn't
Has
ask you for
Lewis
help.
showed us the part where
I
it
didn't
says
ask
they're
you for
trying to
any help,
lower the
ma'am.
age of consent
I
yet?
said
Or
what
is
I
he
said.
going
It
to
is a
retract that?
problem with Democrats as well as Republicans. We should not be marrying children.
Okay, fine. Did Lewis show us the part where the bill says they're trying to lower the age of consent so that they can marry kids?
Yes, my laptop just did an update.
Oh, of course it did, bro. You got caught. You're wrong.
How is it I got caught when I'm literally
You pulled it up and it was totally wrong, dude. You're just lying.
You know what? I think when my laptop is doing its own update.
Oh, of course, the old laptop update because I got caught on live.
No.
Is that
Your
Bill
mama's
your
fourth
strongest
daughter
argument?
got caught.
No. That's not just the only argument. You do realize that child marriage is still legal in 34 states, 32,
So-
34 states.
Well, I'm still waiting for the Bill thing. I'm just wondering if that was the strongest argument,
Not the strongest
or
argument.
if
Again,
the strongest
I
argument
stated,
is
Peter.
is it not my turn?
No, it is not your turn. The host is talking, so why don't you do us a favor and shut up and let her talk?
In the middle.
My laptop was updating when I had to provide critical evidence, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, she's
That's the host's words. That is called against consent. She does not consent to that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So
I
is
have
the second
privilege.
strongest argument the fact that women can't unalive their baby? Is that the second strongest argument?
Supra, you seem to be very, 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 very knowledgeable in women's health. Tell me, how many holes do we have down there as women? How many holes do we have down below our waist?
Is that a relevant question?
It is. Since
For
you
the
want to talk
topic?
about, since you want to talk about women's health, again, and apparently you're so knowledgeable. How many holes do we have down there?
So then I need to be a woman to have an opinion about women?
No, I asked you because you're so knowledgeable in women's health. I just want to know how many holes does a woman have down below the waist? I'm just wondering.
4.
I have no idea. Can you remind me?
Why are you talking about women's health then?
There's
4.
only one that we care about. Like, what
I
are you
guess if
talking
I
There's
can
only
talk
one we
about
care about,
women's
the first
health,
floor.
then if I haven't murdered anyone
The
in my life,
urethra,
then I can't have
the
any
actual
opinion on
vagina,
if
Now
the
you're here to
navel,
just go ahead
and
and
the
say no
anus.
words. Okay, cool. Okay.
No,
thank
his
you.
laptop was
below
just
the waist.
updating. It's okay. His laptop is
And the
updating.
one right in the middle of your head, lady.
Again, what we're not gonna do is go. Look, again, I was trying to make sure that we got to the bill portion because again, I wanted to do the bill. Okay.
He lied
Mel.
about the bill,
Mel.
lady.
Mel.
Keep those donos coming. I don't want to interrupt the stream. Keep the donos coming. This is a lot of fun.
Crown, my guy.
My fault. I'm on the game.
Okay, but you got like a lot of background, like your microphone was rubbing against something. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry about that. Is it still doing that?
Now it's not. Okay. Age, state who you voted for.
North Carolina 25. I voted for.
You guys were going to send in those super chats, but your laptop was updating.
Apparently we're gonna have a shits and giggles live, y'all. Apparently it's just gonna be shits and giggles. So again, so when we're talking
Your
about
topic is
lowering the
MAGA
age at
hate
which
women.
minor may be excluded from jurisdiction of family court, section 162301, which is District of Columbia. So if we go to section this section specifically, which is where I need to go to find out what exactly, because so the 5140, it's changing the age from 16 to 14, right? So now I got to go to District of Columbia and I got to go to that specific subsection of law because that is what they're changing, correct? Is everybody following me yet?
No, that's not true.
Yeah, they're changing the age at which you can be tried as an adult
I need you to
in
understand
criminal
which
offenses.
section of law. They're changing a section of law specific to family jurisdiction. So now I need to go to family
What?
jurisdiction, correct?
No.
I don't even. The bill stated. I read what the bill stated.
Why don't you put the bill back up on the screen so we can see it? Because I'm still looking for the part where it says that 14-year-old girls
Bill's
can
not going to
consent.
state specifically age of consent.
Oh.
Again, you have to read between the lines.
Oh. Ah.
The bill's not going to say it.
Oh.
Rachel, now this is what I'm going to tell you.
Debate's over then. If you just said it's not what it is,
When you work law, you actually have to read between the lines because law is not always just black and white. There are a few gray areas.
Oh, yeah.
Again, when you're
Okay.
talking about changing
You made it the fuck up. You made
You
it
made
up.
it up.
specific
You lying
subsection of
bimbo.
law,
Oh my gosh.
you
lying.
now have to go to that law and that subsection and look at what that law specifically pertains to. And
Okay, go ahead.
I guarantee when I go to that subsection law, which is 16-2301, which is because that's part of the further portion of this. So again, when
can
I'm
you demonstrate that? Because I'm not sure
I'm doing
that I
it right
believe you.
now. I'm
Okay,
doing
go
it right
ahead.
now, Rachel. I'm doing it right now. So again, let me go there and look it up because that's literally what I'm doing.
Why are you so mad?
I'm not.
Why are you going to look it up if you have to read between the lines anyway?
Exactly.
Because first off, all right. First off, one thing is I do have a co-host. She's not here tonight, so normally she does this part up because she's the humanitarian lawyer. I'm actually a legal studies bachelor degree, so I know how to look this up. I'm just trying to figure this. I'm trying to make sure I get to this point right here. So when we go here and we go to 162301 for District of Columbia, which is defining terms in family court. So
Wait just a second. I want to clarify something. The bill that Lewis brought up was a bill in a specific state about criminal prosecutions. Why are we switching to family law? That's different than criminal prosecutions.
Because the text in an HR 51. All right. Hold on. I got you guys.
We
Hold
see
on.
through your
I
gems.
do have a question though, like as a do we all agree? Just so that we're, because I do believe this is a very important topic. Is there anyone on this panel who is okay with children being married?
Right. That's the other part of this. So, okay, here's the thing. We'll get to that. So this is the HR right here, right? So if you read HR 51-5140, it's an act
This is wild.
to lower the age at which a minor may be tried as an adult, blah, 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 blah. This is where y'all know that, right? That's
Yeah.
what y'all, like, just
Yeah. Yes. That's correct.
you go to section 1, lowering age at which a minor may be tried for an adult. And then you go right here. So lowering
Wrong one.
age at which minor may be excluded from
gosh.
jurisdiction of
Oh, it's like
family
a
court.
hot dog with a fingernail on
Section
it.
1620-20.
Yeah, but only as it pertains to a crime. Only as it pertains to a crime. What an idiot.
Change it from
Good
16 to 14. What does family law have to do with it?
What?
Why is
Okay,
that?
so what that means then is that they're just saying if you were a minor, if you were under 16 previously, you'd have to be tried in family court because you're a minor. This is just saying that in certain cases, if you're 14 and say you commit like a heinously violent crime, the prosecutors can try you as an adult. What does that have to do with 14-year-old girls getting impregnated by 50, 60-year-old white men?
Nothing.
Doing this, and they're trying to get
She's
14-year-olds
lying through
pregnant.
her
Please
teeth.
demonstrate that
That's
claim.
what
because
liberals
that's a wild
do.
claim.
She's lying her butt off.
There's multiple facts out there.
Then
So
demonstrate
now,
it.
You're the one who
I'm not
come
going
up
to
with them all.
demonstrate that. Now, hold on.
I'm not going to demonstrate that.
And you're
I'm not gonna
lying.
demonstrate-
Don't lie to
I'm not going to
people.
prove my
I am
point.
not full of shit, Rachel. I am not full of shit, okay? Because I can go to Right Wing right now and I can go look up 30 names for you, and they're all white teen men, all in positions of some kind of authority. Whether
Demonstrate that they're trying.
Whether that be
Look up one.
Whether that be chaplains, whether
If you
that
can
be
do a
political
30,
figures,
screw 30,
whatever the
do
case
one,
may be, and
you
they're
liar.
all white teen males. All of
So
them.
what? What does that matter?
Again, I'm trying to get to language.
Okay, get to language.
Code.
You're changing language
for
in a
criminals, dummy.
It's for criminals.
excluded from jurisdiction of family court.
All that's saying is that they're going to be tried in regular criminal court. No idea what you're talking about.
This because the definition. What is the definition of a child here? What is the definition of a child in this
Oh my God, they're so
subchapter
dumb.
for
They're so dumb.
District of Columbia that defines a child?
So
It's
the
so
fat
stupid.
woman screaming is going to convince everybody that she's not lying, really.
You have nothing to offer other than whimsical insults. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because you're not understanding this.
We're not understanding because you don't make any sense, lady. You're just lying.
I'm not lying. Because if you're striking
lying.
out 16 years of age and changing it to 14 years of age, and this one says 1 in paragraph 3. So now I'm going to go to, because I'm going directly to this. The term child means an individual
Oh my
who is
God,
under
dude.
18 years of age, except that the term child does not include an individual who is 16 years of age or older. So now this right here is about to get changed to 14. Now let me explain.
Please She's going to explain. She's going to, the cope is wild.
You're just pointing at stuff and saying what I'm saying is true, and it's just not. You're just totally lying. It's total bullshit.
Showing you code, Nighthawk, and if you can't deal with that, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you don't understand that this also applies to the entire thing. It applies to the entire thing, but you're
I
not
did not know
understanding
the Kaneka
that
sausage
because
just
here
had
it is again.
fingernails.
Because there's 2 of them. You've got family court right here, right? And then it says paragraph 3 in the matter of subparagraph C by striking the age of 16 and starting 14. So this is what I mean. You have to go to one and then go back to the other one. You have to go back and forth between the 2. You can't just say, oh well, the bill just states here. No, this one literally is saying I'm going to
They're
change
so
the
dumb.
actual language in a
They're so fucking stupid. These people are so dumb.
code for Columbia.
Oh
Those are-
gosh, you should be a
they
bass
find
player with those
victims where
hands.
there's no victims. It's crazy.
Therefore, that's why I'm trying not to use state, just so that way we make sure we're using. That way, I'm factually correct here.
Oh,
so
God.
again, I'm having to go back
Factually
and forth
correct.
between text HR 51. What was it? 40, and I'm having to go back from here.
You and your
going back
retard
here
friend ran with
because
it.
this defines children in. Again, because this is what it stated. It stated under, it said may be excluded from jurisdiction of family court. So then I got to go back here and use this subsection now and go here and look and
I got
see.
the abstract. I got the abstract now. I got the abstract, and the abstract literally says lower the legal age of sexual consent would decriminalize a large number of underage young people engaging in sexual intercourse.
Hang on, I've got something that can prove that that's not true, but I can't pull it up. My laptop's not updating.
That sounds like a new problem. Mine finally came through.
He sent an update. Now he pulled it up. Are you going to continue on with your child bullshit?
He has an abstract, ladies and gentlemen, but
The
isn't showing
abstract
us the bill.
In the community around here, you are
Bye. If you
You
couldn't
can't
respect
use
me,
that. You can't use that language.
if you could
They're
respect
trying to
me,
get
fine.
your page shut down.
Don't do
I know,
that.
that's big.
Do not do that. Utilize TikTok friendly language when you go on these lives. If you're a member of this community and you want to go on there to debate, then follow the rules or we will get you out of this community. We're not here to shut down people's channels. We're not here to report them. That's bullshit snitch stuff. We don't do snitch stuff. Snitches get stitches, as the saying goes. Don't fucking snitch and don't try to fucking take down any lives, you pieces of shit. Don't fucking do it.
Right. So I'm literally just going down this line.
They're being humiliated enough. Why do you need to? You don't
They
need
certainly
to do any of
are.
that.
To understand what this means. That's why I'm telling you what they were trying to do. But instead of just letting me get through it, instead you want to sit here and you want to continue on. So I'm not going to continue doing the homework for you. I'm not going to. You can say that all you want, but I'm not going to continue doing your homework for you. I showed you what it is. Go look
The abstract is the bill summary, but y'all call us slow. But here's the bill summary, and it's still a problem.
That's not the summary of the bill. He's lying.
But the bill, the overall view
That is
of
not-
the bill
tell-
that has been reviewed.
Tell him to pull up that's the actual bill being referenced because he's lying through his teeth.
Read the
Told
bill
you
just
that.
like you can.
Nobody said that about you. Nobody said
No.
that about you. Because nobody expects you to believe this shit because y'all don't read it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all aren't
I
looking
just read
further
it.
into it. You're not looking further into it, is what I'm saying. And
I just
somebody
read
who-
it as you
somebody
read it,
who-
and it doesn't match what you're saying.
It does. It look, baby, look. I'm telling you, from my standpoint, as a legal person who has
Your
been doing
standpoint
this
is
for
retarded.
a while. Okay.
Your
Been doing it for a
standpoint is
while.
retarded.
All right. When we're talking about law, context, why do you think? Okay, let me put it a different way for you, Knight. Okay, let me try it a different way.
From jump, I said it was a proposed bill by the Republicans to lower age of consent. Do you need the video where senators are the ones that proposed it, saying that they
Yeah, I
wanted
do.
to do
Show
it?
me the video. Bring it up.
So you're one of the ones that would rather
Yeah, 'cause
just
it's
you want somebody to
Criminalize
tell you
youth who are
to
acting
your
like gangsters.
you want to see it in 4K.
That's the
Who's
point.
graping a
So
child?
they can
Oh my
traumatize the kid.
God.
Read the bill
That's
that
what
you
you're
read,
saying,
man.
right? That's what you're saying.
What?
I'm saying
No.
legal. I'm saying a legal
What?
person because I'm not a lawyer and I will
What?
not pretend to be one. I have a paralegal degree. Meaning,
Don't shut up.
yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Knight. I do. I absolutely do. I
He
work
said,
for a
"Shut
criminal
up."
defense
Who gave you
attorney.
that
I
degree? You
work
can't
for a
even
criminal-
read the bill correctly.
I
Like
work-
you're just
I
lying.
did. No, I did not. I'm not lying.
But what is
I'm
your
not
degree
lying.
in? What is
What's
your
your
degree
degree
in?
I am not
What is,
lying.
what is your
And
degree in?
You can go look at my main page. You'll see I got 23 years in the military. I just retired in December. Yes, I did. I got which is why I said I have a BA in legal studies. I have a bachelor's in legal studies. Yes, I
Whoever
do.
gave you that bachelor should take it back because you don't know
Where
anything
is-
and you don't even know how to read.
Because I did
Where is
read.
your degree from?
I did read. And again,
What does it matter
when
if I
you're
have a degree or
changing-
not? Maybe she can't read, and
But
I read it
maybe
with
you
her,
don't
and it
have
doesn't.
No, you
You went
didn't
to
because
Trump
you didn't
University?
understand code when I said you need to go look at the code, the section of code that they're trying to change. That is what you're not understanding, sir. You're not understanding it. You're not getting it here. They're telling you in this bill, and they're going, okay, we want to change, we're using this bill to change this bill, or to change this law, or to change this terminology in this law.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually true. It's just not trying to change the law she's claiming is trying to change.
To change this. Why do you think I was going back and forth between the two bills?
Because you got called out for lying and you couldn't prove your own point.
No, I did not. What I said was, and that's what I said was,
You're
I
wasting your
admit,
time.
right? I admit that there wasn't consent in the bill itself. But when you go look at subsections, which is what they were changing for District of Columbia specifically, which is what I was doing. So I went to HR, the HR bill, and then I went to District of Columbia's bill. I went to subsections.
Yeah.
Law and language that they.
And it just says that if you will be tried, they'll get you out of family court and try you as an adult if you commit a crime.
It's just pointless to talk to you. You're talking about something that's not even.
Sir, you know what? I just want to say something based
Uh-oh.
upon what I'm observing.
The triggering.
Right? So what I'm observing with MAGA, right, is that they do not care what a Democrat has to say at all, even if it is trying to prevent harm with our children.
Oh yeah, unless it was a bill about transgenders, and then he'd be all about it.
I was gonna say, you guys are the ones doing the harm to the children.
They are in the comments calling you names.
I know.
They're in the comments being disrespectful.
Oh, that you're lying. They're lying. They're lying.
Children should not be getting married. No, they didn't say a word. No one answered the question. And the reason why I was asking that, because is this going to be a discussion in good faith, or are we just wasting our time, right? Because the honest truth is that these children are literally our.
The children are our future. We're
Not
our
our-
future,
not our
which is
future.
why it is that we have to lie about bills about them.
Don't care about their children. So I think that there's just no way that we can even sit down and have dinner with these people, to have conversations to prevent harm from being harmed to children in our country.
Prevent harm. You guys are
And
the
that's
ones
just what I
doing
have to say
all of
about
the
that.
harm.
You have that picture with the
There were no
the one
trans in
where
the whole
we have a
country
lot
until
of
you
them in
guys got
here.
up and got power.
All right. That was wild. Okay, it was fucking. That was a wild one. I hope you guys are having fun. This has been a banger of a fucking invasion. This fine evening. Banger of an invasion, boys and girls. Real quick, let me go ahead and pull up the dono chat. Or we must pull up the dono. All right, guys. Mods, please calculate these if you don't mind. Let me go through them. $10 comes in from Upsetty Spaghetti, who says pre-invasion tax for my favorite entertainer and debater, N1SB, N1SB. $20 from Troy, the only good bug's a dead bug because they don't take prisoners. Fair. Appreciate that. $20 comes in from Mangozi. He says nothing, just want to show support for the stream. Appreciate that too. $10 comes in from Voshman, who says, what? You want more money? What are you, human? I know, I'm terrible. $5 from Meta, who says, Andrew, the Tilly situation is so maddening. Feminists are evil lunatics. We must stop them. I'll give you guys an update on that, too, if you want it. $20 from Jeremy G says, give this 20 to Rachel. $10 from his royal awesomeness, King Chuck. Would you debate Ben Shapiro? If you would, what topic would you choose? Well, there's actually probably several topics I would choose. I have a debate coming up with Dinesh D'Souza, in fact. I'm going to host one tomorrow for Myron and Dinesh, but do another one with him in person and one with Owen Schroyer. I don't like punching right, but I think sometimes we got to. $20 from Arctic Airborne says, finally paid off my new canine. Here's some for you. Appreciate that. $5 from Piano Dean. Andrew, may have to do this soon, so I was wondering, how difficult was it to move across multiple states? Not easy. $20 from Corrupt Admin says, looking to attend my first debate con in July. I'm going to love seeing you guys there. If you haven't got your tickets for debate con, get them. I'll be there debating. Rachel will be there debating. It's going to be a great time. And we're going to throw our customary Crucible party, okay? Real quick, Devin Grift says, this would have been 20, but I bought you a pineapple pizza so I could throw it in the garbage in front of a guy. Fucking dick. $10 from I Identify as Awesome says, guys, Andrew's actually helping us by grifting. Think about it. If we give him our money, we get triple blessed. We get to be charitable. We don't have a chance to love the money, and he smashes the left. Total win. Good way to look at it. $10 from the Griff says, I don't usually drink, but these stupid fucks make me want a whiskey. I'm pouring. I understand. $5 from Kevin Watkins says, is it just me, or do these TikTok fucks always seem to have shit internet services? They do. $5 from Brett says, just doing my part to keep you guys on air. Appreciate that. Watching from Louisiana. Big $250 comes in from Flavius, who says nothing, just says 07. I appreciate that. $10 from Psycog says, first time donating came for the grift, stayed for the laughs. These people are absolutely disingenuous. 100%. Big $100 comes in from Kevin Watkins, who says, for the grift, wow, these people have lost their minds, haven't they? $10 from True says, here you go, Mr. Promises. $5 from Pimp Baelish says, argument from laptop updates. $20 from Mangozi says, how has reading comprehension fallen so far so fast? Who knows? $20 from Michael says, happy Easter. Hey, happy Easter to you and to all of you guys in the chat. We don't celebrate ours this week, but for those of you who do, happy Easter Sunday. For us, we have a we're still going to celebrate Sunday. Don't get me wrong, just not that. $50 from John says, this is because I always learn a lot listening to your debates. Thank you for what you do. You're welcome. $5 from Kevin, who says, is the District of Columbia a hole below your way? Oh, my God. Big 200 comes in again from Flavius, says, I hope another lib never passes the bar. No shit. $10 from True says, after hearing them explain this bill, I recommend they trade in crystal meth for a nice periodite. $5 from Median Pimpin says, some female teachers are going to be stoked. Okay, that's pretty clever. $5 from Anomalous, who says, is that Jim Carrey behind you? No, it's Bruce Campbell, Ashley Slashy. So, mods, please get that up on the dono bar ASAP. I'd appreciate it. Going to get back to the super chats over on the YT side. Sorry about that. There was a few I missed. Take the 20 back from Rachel. Keep it for yourself. I will. $5 comes in from Joshua. It says, how do these idiots not see that from their worldview, there's a little difference between 16 and 14? I know. But you don't even have to go there. They can't even get the facts straight. My wallet just updated and is showing $5 less. What the hell? I don't know. Don't ask me. Kudos to whoever made that crucible light in the back. Thank you. My first Easter service tomorrow in 30 years. Nice, man. Glad to hear it. Give it a second to update. Thank you guys for supporting me on both YouTube, Rumble, and in the Dono chats. Very kind of you guys to do. I know you're having a lot of fun. How could you not be having a lot? That was fucking hilarious. These people are crazy. Take my husband's money, Supreme Commander. Not all Hispanics are feminists. Bless you and Rachel. No, well, most Hispanics actually are the opposite of feminists. Very patriarchal from their Catholic upbringings. Very much so. Let the Dono bar update, then we'll pull it up and see where we're at. I appreciate it. You guys probably want to hear a quick update while they're updating the Dono bar on the Tilly thing. So I'm not going to make an announcement just yet. I am going to set up a GoFundMe style direct to donate. I think that I'll probably actually do that through the Dono chat itself, since it's mine. I can't be kicked out of it because it's mine. I might just do it that way and raise the cash that way. But the decision that I made was pretty simple. Tilly's book report is not going to do anything for her. She did an entire video, which is like, hypothetically, if there was a victim, then you'd be the thing I called you. Like, well, okay, great.
Still a lawsuit then.
I'm definitely going to go through with it.
There you go.
But I want to do a couple things correct before I do. The first is have a lawyer ready to go that isn't going to charge an arm and a leg, but a reasonable amount to do it, and a few other things. And yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. The other thing is that I have a frivolous lawsuit against me from Sarah Tomato, based on absolutely nothing. And she sued Rob and my wife because apparently they benefited from me not going on her channel anymore, basically. And I'm going to hit back really hard on that as well. So, and unfortunately, when people come at you like this, they don't seem to understand. Like, you can't seem to walk away. They won't let you. If you're like, nope, I'm done, goodbye, they won't let you just go off and do your own thing, and they do their own thing. They just can't. They can't do it. And so the only thing they seem to understand is when you hit back in the hardest way possible. That's all they understand. And that's too bad. It's too bad, because I don't want to do that to either of these people. I don't. I'd prefer that this chick, Tilly, just said that she was sorry, corrected the record, moved on. Like, there's actual, like, R words out there for the feminists to go after. But they wanted it, she wants to turn it into a feminist crusade. So let her. Turn it into a crusade.
Let her.
Come at me for victims which don't exist. Go ahead. And try to make my wife into a victim. My wife says, I'm not a victim. You're fucking crazy. You're a lunatic. Wife says, I'll debate you on this very topic. Tilly says no, still tries to make my wife into a victim. It's fucking, these people are batshit crazy. And so I'm gonna hit both of them hard. Like, not physically, obviously. I'm talking about through the legal system. Both. And I mean hard. because that's the only way you send a message to other people not to fuck around with you. Don't fuck around with you, or else, you know, there's going to be serious fucking damages if you do. So I'm going to raise money for that too. I'm going to raise money for that, and I'm going to raise money for the Tilly thing. I'll probably do the Sarah Tomato thing first and then do the Tilly thing after. But that's what I'm going to do. Let these bitches make me a ton of money. Let them make me a ton of fucking money. That's what's going to happen. You come for the crucible. We got to make it. We don't have a choice. You got to make it painful. There's no fucking choice. You don't, you know, 50 years. And when SB says cool on VC, 50 years. 50 years. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to let them, even if she comes to the table and is like, okay, I'm done. It's like, no.
It's too late.
You demanded it. You fucking demanded this. Just refuse to go on your own fucking merry way. Just couldn't not do that. It's like, fine. You know, but I'm not going to be talking about that case until it's resolved. It's going to be resolved quickly. Very quickly. And then the cases back are not going to be resolved quickly. What's really funny, I remember sitting down with my attorney. He's like, so this timeline's and the entire timeline's a lie, and I have the evidence in front of me. It's a lie. Yeah. Her attorney didn't know that the timeline was a lie. They didn't have any idea. He's like, you have better standing to sue her than she does to sue you. Like, significantly better standing. And so does Rob, and so does Rachel. And I was like, yeah, I know. I can't believe the stupidity. It's like, we're going to hit back. And that's that. Be careful now to say too much. There's nothing here that is problematic saying publicly. And that I wouldn't stand behind publicly. Yeah. You know, if you're going to hit me with the most frivolous, ridiculous lawsuit full of lies ever over nothing, then yeah, there's going to be legal consequences back your way for that. Like, that's how it works. I'm a very kind man, but it's like, some people won't stop unless they feel consequences for what they do. Not sure if I missed the reads on my other chat, but here's my last super chat for the night. Blessings to you and everyone else in chat. May have missed some of those super chats, guys, because, you know, I can only do so much. After my laptop updated, I found the abstract. The summary says that I made all this shit up. Yep, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Don't trust, verify. Yep. Hope you make an example out of her. These people need to learn a lesson. It's not okay to call someone the worst possible thing, try to ruin the reputation, livelihood.
2 or 3 people in and out.
Though the thing is, though, is that I do actually have a platform from which to fight.
I hope
and
the 1 or 2 people that
both of these
in
women will do the same exact
enjoyed.
thing to somebody else who doesn't. I
wish
promise.
you guys would,
both of
hit
them.
the like, share, follow, all that.
So
good stuff.
if that's the case, then I'm going to put a stop to it now so that doesn't happen to other people. Hire that paralegal. She'll solve all your problems. She's going to read between the lines in the courtroom. Yeah. Yep. True. Smoky Man, you making Avarice go to debate con? Shall we bring him a helmet? Yeah, you're going to need a double helmet for him. Go full Vlad in a legal sense. You cannot show mercy to those with evil intentions. Mercy for the guilty is cruelty to the innocent. Look, it's actually hard for me. I'm not a vindictive person. I'm just not. You know, I would prefer that both these women went off and had great lives. But they're not going to. You know, they if a woman feels a slight by you, they'll make it their life's mission to try to punish you, unless they feel serious consequences for it. That's just the way it is. Let our leader do damage, not leave red torn. Yeah, and the thing is like, it's going to be everything I can muster. everything I can muster and then some. Stop talking about the case, bro. Please go after them in court. I'm going to. I haven't said much about it, and I'm not going to say much about it. Now Sarah's in hot water with Dusty. The same shit she did to Rob. Oh, the irony. Oh, yeah, it's pretty ironic. It's like, you know, sometimes people put you in the position where you have to. Blah, blah, blah. Next invasion. Shut up, Vilfear. Shut up. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing. Been getting all kinds of great content this evening. Shut up, you dick. See where we're at here on the Dono Bar. Well,
That's why I started playing guitar.
we might have slightly gone over the Dono Bar. What can I say? If I don't watch a stream between now and next Sunday, I hope you and your family have a wonderful Pascha. You too, Darth. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Rumble rants. Did I miss a few on Rumble? Sorry. My bad. Sorry about that, guys, on the R side. It goes to a good place, even if I can't read it. You know, it's difficult for me to read chats while I'm doing invasions. But I do appreciate the great support. What do you think? We'll try one more? One more.
I'll be right back, Goonies.
Guitar.
And because of all that, vote Democrat.
Good evening.
What's up, Joe?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, just living the dream. Thanks for having me up on your panel.
You're welcome. Can I get your age, your state, and who you voted for?
Yeah, I'm 42. I currently live in Texas, and I voted for Trump.
Okay. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, the abomination seems like a strong word. You think Trump's an abomination?
Well, actually, I got the word from a guy that comes in here who was a die-hard Trump supporter, and he has now turned his back on him, and he was the one that used the word abomination, and I was like, all right, I'm going to use it now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's ironically hilarious then. So my bad there. When you say Trump is anti-America, what do you mean he's anti-America?
Well, Obama was anti-America. George Bush was anti-America. Clinton was anti-America. They're in bed with Israel. Anytime you strike a deal with Israel or you do something with Israel, I don't care what party you are, you are anti-American.
Iran.
You're anti-American because you are literally in bed with the puppet master that's pulling all the strings internationally. They don't like somebody. Can you go fight a war for us? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
AIPAC is ridiculous.
Yeah, sure. I understand. And
I don't care what party you are.
Hang on. I actually agree with some of those points. So I do think that taking in cash from foreign nations is a terrible thing. And I think that AIPAC is one lobbyist of many, which lobbies our government for foreign nations. And I think that there's something about that just almost feels treasonous, right? It may not be, but at least
I had to
feels
look
like
it up because I wasn't knowledgeable enough to know how many. 92% of our senators have taken money from AIPAC. There's eight people who have not taken any money from AIPAC.
But there's more.
Does that not tell you that there's something wrong in America?
I don't think that that's accurate.
It is. It's 92%.
I don't think
There's 8
where
senators.
hang on, where are you finding that information? It is
Right,
true
so
that hang on. It is
Mhm.
true that there are many senators who take money, even including direct money, from foreign lobbying groups, which I'm sure includes AIPAC. I'm not sure that it's actually 92% though. I think that you would be talking about like maybe funneling from NGOs, perhaps.
Well, no, Marjorie Taylor, I know you guys have this thing about Marjorie Taylor Greene, and listen, I don't like her either, even though she flipped the script. I feel like when you're inconsistent, I now have inconsistent problems with you, right? But she released a document, and on that document was senators, and it was like 100 senators. I even had to have one of my moderators go and look it up. I can't even tell you the 8 people that did not take money from AIPAC, but there's actually 8 of them that did not take any money from foreign lobbyists.
Well, foreign lobbyists, sure. I would readily agree to that. I'm not sure about AIPAC specifically. So I feel like the thing is that I'm even willing to concede it's true, but it does sound a little high. But even if it is the case, then you and I can agree on that lobbying cash should get out of the United States. My question just becomes this, though. I agree with you that Clinton and Obama were particularly bad and Bush wasn't great. From the Trump end, though, if my options are Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, Kamala Harris would have taken Israeli support money just like Joe Biden did, and he would have been a staunch ally of Israel, and so would Kamala during any type of Iranian intervention. So at least with Trump, don't I at least get the benefits of having domestic policies, which are good?
Okay, so can we? Okay, I'm making a full circle here, right?
Sure.
Can we both agree that New Yorkers who experienced 9/11 took it a lot harder than most Americans because they were at the epicenter of it?
Yeah, I think that's probably accurate. Yeah.
Okay, I'm from New York. I was at the epicenter of everything Donald Trump did, right? I remember his planes being repossessed at JFK. I remember the college scandal. I remember.
Wait, you mean Trump? Wait. You mean Trump University? You're breaking up on me there, bro. Are you there?
I think you're about to get kicked.
I feel like I think I lost you, man. What the hell just happened?
You called him out. You're getting kicked. I knew it. You called him out.
The hell just happened?
He didn't disconnect.
His phone is updating. Got by Israel. That's funny. Like, I do agree with that. I do agree with the foreign money thing. One of the things I appreciated about Trump early on was that he said he was going to self-fund his campaign, which meant that he wasn't going to be beholden to any foreign lobbies. But he's definitely beholden to some foreign lobbies, that's for sure. I'm not going to disagree on that because it's, in fact, true. 1 second. Let me see if I can get back into that. Thanks for listening. Masad didn't want anything to do with that. There we go. Let me see if I can get back in there, guys. Sorry about that.
Things happen. I didn't kick Joe.
No, he didn't.
Joe
He
couldn't
didn't.
hear me. I don't know what happened to Joe.
Yeah, he didn't kick me.
Okay, twist my arm. I guess I'll spend like 30 minutes here.
Yeah, you will. Are you working tomorrow?
I'm on my way back to Ohio, then I go to Missouri.
AIPAC isn't a foreign lobby. Bullshit.
That's me, and you can't even come say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Hello. I'm sorry about
okay.
that. I think that was actually the connection on my end, so I apologize for that.
People who followed you thought that I kicked you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, oftentimes people kick me in the middle of a discussion for no reason, even though I'm being very respectful like I am now, but that you didn't do that. So.
I would love to know how Joe only has one follower and he has got 52 coins right now.
Well,
how will all these people know you?
I can
So they follow
Well,
over
hang on.
and
I can
they try to,
explain if you want.
Jump in the lobbies randomly.
Well, so
It's a trend.
So yeah, so what I So what I did was I turned off people's ability to follow me because I don't want clout on TikTok. I just like
I
having
see.
conversations with people.
I was super confused because, I've been on here since about June of last year, and I hear people speak, right? And I come in this live a lot, and I can tell by the way you talk that you do something professionally that requires you to speak.
Oh, that's true. That's very,
Whether you
very.
podcast
That's
or
very.
your radio.
Sure, that's very perceptive of you. But I'm
So I
here.
was
But I'm willing
confused.
to follow the rules of the live. I'm not here to create trouble. Just have a good conversation.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So back to what we were saying, right? So can you fault me for not liking a man being close to the epicenter?
I can.
So many-
Well, when you're talking about politics, do you agree with me that everything in politics is a give and take? So it's always going to disaffect one group or another through a sequence of compromises for the things that you want. So while I can definitely say I agree with you that that lobbying groups, which have loyalties to other nations, should be out of politics, period, that is in fact not the case. And if I have to pick between Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, it doesn't seem like that's much of a choice. It seems like, of course, you're going to pick Trump, right?
To be fair, listen, I'm not saying that Kamala was like the all save, all come all, right? I also feel like she wasn't given an opportunity to campaign fully like a candidate did. I feel like the Democratic Party just threw her in. And I feel like anytime anyone's just thrown into something, 9 times out of 10, you're going to fail.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, for sure. You're right about that. I mean, she was
gonna
not
fail
prepared
anyway.
for any type
She
of
got less than
presidential run at
1%
all.
the election
Until
cycle
that
before.
last debate when it was obvious that that there
That's why
was
they
secret
just threw her in.
Democrats actually running the show behind the scenes because
had
Joe
no
Biden,
chance.
his faculties were gone, and it was obvious to the American public. So the jig was up.
I'm a liberal who didn't like Joe Biden.
Yeah, I get it. I understand, but you agree with me that obviously Democrats were pulling the strings in the background for Joe Biden. He did not have his faculties intact.
Well,
At least the
Like
last
that
year he
same
was
thing
in
about Trump.
office, right?
The auto pen was who was president.
Yeah, exactly. Well, whatever they wanted him to sign because his faculties weren't there. And they lied. They said that he's sharp as a tack. They said that he was great. They said that all of his faculties were there. They clearly lied to us about that. And so I think that the electorate also took it out on Kamala that she was part of. Yeah, I mean, she had to know that his faculties weren't in shape, right? So, but go ahead.
So, Joe, how do you feel that Trump kind of, in a way, made it seem like he was done with foreign involvement? He wanted to put America first, right? How do you feel that now we're doing things because Israel wants us to? Because I'm very confused with the Trump support. Like, so before the Iran thing happened, they were like, yeah, I voted for Donald Trump because he didn't want to start any new wars. He doesn't want any involvement with Israel. He wants to put America first. And then after the Iran thing and the involvement with Israel, majority of those people that debate me in here come in here and they're like, well, Israel's our ally. They're our friends. We have to treat them well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand the cognitive dissonance on that side, but the truth is if you go back and you watch Trump campaigning, Trump was a hardliner when it came to Iran, and he made it very publicly clear.
Always was.
That he supported regime changes in Iran, and that he was one thing he was very vocal about was his opposition to an Iranian regime, and that they could never get a nuke. That was his big thing. Like, they can't get a nuke under no circumstances. And that was one thing that he was very public about. He was not like not vocal about that. He was very vocal about it. So people knew that going in.
So my next question is
can I add to that Donald Trump's been saying about getting rid of Iran for at least since the early 2000s?
Yeah, he's been talking about it for years. That was one thing that he did talk a lot about. He thought that he could do it in a diplomatic way, but he was not able to do so. So
why do you think we went to Iran?
I think it's to secure
40,000.
I think it's to secure the oil interests. So I think that Trump did a two-pronged attack. The first one was on Venezuela. The second one is on Iran for the purposes of securing, the energy resources there for the interest of the United States.
That's very interesting. You're the first person that has ever said that to me, Trump-wise, like Trump supporter-wise. They all came in here and said that it was for liberation.
Well, no, it's U.S. interests. So the U.S. definitely has interests in Middle Eastern oil and natural gas. I mean, they have 100.
The long-standing joke is, well, look, they have oil. Smells like they need some freedom.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's the running joke.
Right. And here's the thing. I'm not actually particularly upset about American foreign interests abroad being protected militarily when it comes to us securing assets which are critical to our infrastructure. And America, as Bush famously said, is addicted to oil. And that's true. We are. And that's going to be part of our infrastructure plan, and our securing a borders plan is to secure any oil reserves that we don't have access to. So if it's the case that a communist regime is willing to bar us access to oil in Venezuela, yeah, we'll take that regime out. If it's the case that in Iran, we think that they won't play ball and could be a problem down the road for any type of oil or energy exports, yeah, we'll take them out too. That is part of an America First policy, from my view.
I mean, it's inherently disingenuous by the administration.
Why do you say that?
Well, absolutely, because if your entire idea behind going to Iran is gaining oil rights, right, or access to oil, right, or securing future oil, then to say that you're doing anything but that is disingenuous.
Why?
Because you're not doing that for the right reasons.
Well, you have to.
Do
you think that they're going to come out and be like, well, our oil?
I'm giving you an answer.
Yeah, but I'm just giving the refutation.
You said why
quickly.
I'm giving you an answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you can't say that we have as much oil as we possibly need, that we have our own reserves, that we don't need anybody else, and then yet again try to secure future oil rights. Like, this doesn't make any logical sense.
No, that does make logical sense.
It's disingenuous to say, in the one breath you say, oh, we got plenty, all we need, and then in the next breath you're like, yeah, but like we can always have more. Like, that's ridiculous.
It's not. It's not about having more. That's not the point. The point is,
it's more
what's in the U.S. strategic interest. Is it in the United States' strategic interest to make sure that 20% of the world's oil supply going through the Straits of Hormuz is not in control of a regime that doesn't like us very much? Yeah, generally speaking, yes, it is in our interest.
I could care less.
I know you could, but here's what's funny. People here haven't experienced.
I feel like we're going to make up any reason.
People here haven't experienced. People here haven't experienced a serious energy crisis yet. Not in my lifetime. They did before, once upon a time.
Under Trump, we're not supposed to, right? Because we have plenty.
We still haven't. We still haven't experienced one. So, and that's
we shouldn't be. That's
yes,
what Trump says.
We're not going to. We're not going to. But it's part of strategic.
Well, we're having one right now, though.
We don't have one right now. We don't have an energy crisis. No, we don't.
Oh, okay.
Where is it? Where's the energy crisis?
Right here.
Where?
Right now.
Where?
Okay. How about we make it clear?
Where is it?
All right,
start with that. Where is it?
Okay. How about instead of saying where 1,000 times, why don't you give a chance to actually say something?
Then say it, but tell me where. Dude, don't.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't ask me a question. Answer my question.
Crisis.
Where?
Right.
Where?
To the average individual, what is an actual energy crisis?
Why are you asking me a question? Answer my question. Where?
You said where. So where? Okay. Well, how about we establish what
how about you just tell me where?
Okay. I'm going to let you do you.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do you too. Can you just tell me where?
Energy crisis.
Tell me where, dude. Where's there an energy crisis?
Oh my God. You have to establish what is first.
Okay. Whatever you consider an energy crisis to be, where is it?
Okay. Anything that has direct impact on society. as a whole is it directly an energy? Okay, so now correct
That's not
me
a crisis,
from getting the
dude.
fucking answer from the beginning.
That's not
Exactly.
a crisis. What makes
That's
that a
why I asked you
crisis?
what you thought was an energy crisis, so I can avoid that shit, but you chose not to.
So anything.
So now I have to force it out of you like a moron.
Well, I just want to make sure that we're consistent here. So
Like an idiot.
anything.
Oh
so
my God,
anything that
answer the damn
affects.
question
Okay,
from
I'll
the
answer.
beginning.
I'll answer. Calm down.
Fucking
Stop
idiot.
spurging. Stop spurging.
No, I will
You're still
spur
spurging.
because I asked you that question at the beginning, and you forced me to force it out of
Yeah,
you.
yeah, because I wanted your answer. Stop spurging, dude. Stop.
I could have given you anything. I was waiting for you to correct me
Stop
because there's
spurging.
obviously something different from me.
Are you going to stop spurging now? So
No, I'm not. I'm not going to fucking stop.
Okay, so you're going to keep spurging?
Yes,
Okay. Let me know when you're done.
I am done.
Okay, great. So under your logic, anytime gas prices even slightly go up because that affects everybody, that's an energy crisis. That's why that's okay. Well, then what would make that a crisis exactly?
Because it directly affects everyone. That is
So
a crisis.
anything-
When something is directly
anything
impacting
that
people
directly
on a large
affects-
scale, that is a
Yeah.
crisis.
So if
that has
eggs
to be resolved.
So if eggs go
Now,
up
there's
by 2
different
cents,
levels,
that's a
levels
crisis?
of crisis.
So if eggs go
right?
up
Now,
by
there's
2
a diff-
cents, that's an
There's a
egg
different
crisis?
level of crisis, right? You can have a minor crisis, a medium level crisis,
Mm-hmm.
an escalated crisis. It's still a crisis by definition.
So if
it
eggs
directly impacts affects the masses.
Yeah, so if eggs go up by 1 penny, that's a crisis?
That is a crisis. Yes.
Okay, so how are we
Now, how severe? The severity.
Okay, bro. I mean,
Okay, you can laugh, but it's a level of severity, right?
Uh-huh.
It's the level of severity is the crisis, right? So you think like something is maximum level severity is equal to a crisis. That's just not how it works, my son.
well, here's the definition I have for crisis. It would be a time.
An energy crisis would be something along the lines of.
Well, I have
the
a
Carter gas
definition for crisis. It would be a time of intense difficulty,
Yes,
trouble,
the
or
Carter
danger.
gas
You think
lines.
eggs go up by a penny?
Weird. That sounds exactly like we're in
Yeah.
right
So
now.
if eggs go
It's
up
weird.
so can you calm down? If eggs
All
go
right,
up by
listen.
1 penny, that's
Hold
and
on.
that's an intense difficulty. That creates intense difficulty for who?
Yep. For the entire country because it
That's not
directly
intense
impacts us
difficulty.
all
Do
on
we-
a mass scale.
Do we
Yes.
need to? Okay, I'll pull up the word intense.
By your
then.
definition, it is.
No, by my
All right.
definition,
You're
it's
trying
not.
to- you're trying
it's
to want
definitely
the
not.
narrative.
What do you mean?
You're trying to frame a narrative on what constitutes severe anything as it pertains
Just on
to
what
crisis.
words mean. Why do
That's
I
just
keep-
not up to you,
why,
sir.
Why do I
That's
keep
just
getting
not
muted,
up
but he
to you.
doesn't? I don't get it. Why am I
Because
muted?
I'm
and
a
he's not?
moderator. It's just not
Oh,
up to you.
Of course. So
Joe,
just mute the
Joe,
opposition, huh?
Joe, listen, nobody should be muting anybody, right? But you guys are getting hot and heavy, right? And we're supposed to be collegiate about this. Like, I didn't give you the impression that that's how I want it to be. But Joe, I want to ask you a question. Would you consider electricity an energy? And if there was a crisis, that would be an energy crisis, right?
I'm sorry, are you asking me that question?
I'm asking you that question.
Okay, can you repeat the question? I just want to make sure I got it right.
Electricity that is provided to U.S. citizens,
Hmm.
that's an energy, right?
Yes.
Can you and I agree that there is an energy crisis with electricity?
No.
Really?
Yeah,
So I just got a
what's
letter.
the
I
crisis?
just moved from New York to South Carolina,
Yeah.
and they can't keep up with everything. So we're borrowing electric from a different grid that's from Canada. I don't know what Santee Cooper. They're buying electric.
They've
and
been doing that for
charging us.
years, bro.
Yeah, but no, they just changed
No,
it.
no.
It's
They've
no
been listening.
longer-
Same thing with Michigan.
No,
Michigan's
I'm telling
been
you, they just. You're
okay.
not listening.
Yeah, I am listening.
They just
If you want me to
changed it.
steel
It
man
used
it,
to be-
I can steel man the
It
position.
used to be from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. during the summer months. Now from 11 a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m., I'm being charged a higher premium for my electric. So instead of it being a 3-hour gap, now it starts at 11. And I'm in the South now from New York. I live in South.
Yeah.
That's not an energy crisis that I have to pay a higher amount for
No,
electricity.
you having to pay more for your geographical location is not a crisis. You've been not having
It's a
access.
crisis.
You're not having access or serious interruptions would be a crisis. For instance,
don't
in the
have
state,
access to
hang
what we
on,
need.
can I make a rebuttal here? For instance,
Well, I'm just letting you know we don't have enough electricity to supply us. So that
yes,
is
I know. Well, that's not a crisis
That's because
you're still having
your
electricity
your
supplied to
Democrat
you.
people put friggin'
What's
windmills and crap
but,
in.
But hang
that
on,
do
hang on,
nothing.
hang on.
that
It's the same
generate
exact thing
no
that you'll
electricity
find
hardly.
with Canadian
They
grids
cost
or with
us money.
northern grids, especially during winter
And
time.
never
Sometimes
generate
they have to hook
more
up to
than
other grids that are outside of even the
lights.
nation in order to get the electricity in that they need. The crisis comes in when they can't get the electricity. Not that there's so much consumption of the thing because we have so much of it that you get charged a slightly higher premium. That's not a crisis.
It's a crisis.
It's not a crisis.
I'm from New York. I've never had surge charges. Never. I've
So
never
what?
had surge.
So what?
Never.
You
I've
might just be
never
paying a higher
experienced it.
general price in New York for the general electricity too.
My electric bill tripled since I moved to the
And
south.
did your house change? Do you use the AC more? Do you use things like this more? Because I bet if we compare rates
I bet your
between New
rent
York and
went
southern
down.
areas, we'll actually find that energy in New York due to state taxes is much higher than it is in your locations.
I respectfully disagree.
Well, let's
with you
find
on
out.
that.
Tell me the state, and let's compare the energy costs between New York Electric and some other state.
I live in South Carolina.
Okay. Let's take a look at the average electric bill, or I'm sorry, average electric hour charged. They blocked me. Fucking blocked me. Fucking blocked me.
I knew that guy was a daggone pole smoker. I could hear it in his voice.
Fucking stupid. These stupid. They blocked me. Why? Because I'm about to pull up and show them that they're fucking idiots. Every single time. Every single fucking time. Blocked. They didn't just kick me. They blocked me from the entire fucking thing for arguing in good faith. Unreal. Unfucking believable. But also very believable. Now I'm curious though, so I'm going to pull it up.
All right, that's it. I'm ending. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's find out.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like and stuff over on the YouTube side. And it's my first day on Kick for anybody that's actually in there. Oh, there's one person. Appreciate you coming. Peace.